YouTube live. Let's get TikTok live. Oop, gotta studio mode that out. There we go. All right, TikTok live. Get that going. All right, we are live. Get the chat up. Dude, I haven't even freaking posted in the Discord yet. You guys are quick as hell. There we go. What's up, Cat? First. What's up, Carrie? All right, let's get the there we go. Cool. All right, so here's what we're going to do. See how that works. Yep, we live, Woden. I'm gonna be playing some more Witcher tonight. Woden, Artemis. You guys got me addicted. Artemis witnessed my absolute fucking failures, though. All right, everything is up and running. We are set. Cool. Okay. Yo, bro, name a car for an edit. GTR. Yeah, it's a good prompt. Not sure why EF attracts so many Philbros, though. Maybe they see the science stuff in the background. If you want to reliably attract zealots, wear some red ram's horns. GTR, basic AI answer. It's all about the Reliant Robin. We'll get our first requester in here. I do get a lot of Philbros. I think I get probably more Philbros than even Ian. Like, from Ian streams, they at least provide arguments. In my streams, they just say the same thing over and over and then laugh. All right. I'm ready. He's drinking on the job? Yes. Yes, I am. Hi, Evan. How you doing? Afternoon, actually. That is true. Good morning. Fuck Jesus. You would like that. What the fuck? That was a weird ass sound. Coffee with a shot of whiskey. Dude, I'm not a fan of whiskey anymore. If I drink something straight, I will have a scotch. But yeah, I could absolutely go in depth on that, but I think I'm gonna get roasted enough already. Agrippa,
What's going on, man? Pretty good. What about you?
Doing all right, brother. You over the age of 18?
That's right.
Okay, so you're a Phil bro. Wonderful. What you got for me today?
Wait, how are you making that inference?
Well, the second dumbass word you just used is inference for a simple question. Also, you said that's right with the most egotistical bullshit confidence, which every Phil bro does. So what is your argument? I'm going to ask for the second time.
Okay, so the argument is just going to be...
Get fucked, cunt. No Phil bros today. Fuck you, pussies.
Hello.
Hello, governor.
I'm sorry?
Sorry, I was being a dick right there. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing all right, man. You over the age of 18?
Yes.
See, that's how it's done, Agrippa. Yes. That was very respectful, very demure. All right, brother. Which God do you believe in?
The true God called, that's in the Bible.
Okay. Christian, or do you follow a religion?
I'm a theist and follow the God, the true God.
Brother,
That's in the
Muslims say
Bible.
that it's the true God too.
I mean, like, anyone can say anything. You think God isn't real. I wanted to know if you were real because you cannot touch me, right? You can hear me, but you cannot.
Hearing you is observation and demonstration that you are real. Having a conversation back and forth where you respond to my comments with intelligence is demonstration that you are real. So all demonstration justifies the belief that me and you are real. Would you like to justify a belief and demonstration of God?
Yes, because he can talk through my heart. I think he can talk to you.
Your heart is a muscle, brother. Not a muscle.
He can talk through my feelings.
Your feelings are in your brain. That's chemical reactions. How does he talk to you? Do you hear him?
Yes.
Okay, so we have something called therapists for that. You can also go to a psych ward. They can help you out there. Yeah, why would I believe that you hearing voices is a God?
The same reason you're hearing my voice.
You audibly hear hallucinations, and they tell you that they are God.
Yeah, because you gave me consent to talk to you gave me consent of my request to talk to you, right?
Yes.
So same way, God requested and I consented through my free will.
You hearing a voice, an audible voice. How do you know it's God and not a hallucination? Like,
because it was Jesus.
What?
Because it was Jesus that was talking to me.
Fly that by me one more time. Are you saying Jesus as in Zed?
Oh, Jesus, but
okay,
yeah,
Jesus, got you.
He proved that he was Jesus, the God of the Bible, and he talked to me, and...
I'm a mythicist.
And what does that have to do with anything?
Jesus didn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, like, he doesn't exist in the earth.
No, didn't.
Yeah, I mean, like, he did, but
why do you believe that?
You don't think God is real either, so...
Right. The point here, brother, is, so I'm saying God isn't real. I can provide, like, the easiest thing you can do right now is I'm making a positive claim. I'm saying God is not real. That's a positive claim. I'm asserting that that's true. You could first ask me, prove my positive claim. Wonderful. The Bible God, the Abrahamic God, is transcending time. You cannot have causal relation without time because cause and effect are 2 points in time. Therefore, your God, if existing, literally can't do anything, let alone breathe, think, do, create anything. Literally can't. The only argument you have against that is special pleading. God made the laws of physics and logic. He can break them. That's special pleading. You have to provide demonstration that that's even possible. Until that's done, there's absolutely zero reason to believe that is true at all. To go into you saying that you hear auditory hallucinations, it sounds like you need to get a therapist, brother.
No, God made creation, and creation made reality.
That's a claim. That is a claim. I can say the same thing for unicorns and Klombadrov.
Do you die or not?
Yeah, everyone dies. What does that have to do with God?
Creation does not die, though.
Says
that's
who?
Why we're living in it.
How do you know that the universe isn't going to have a big crunch and all things are going to cease?
Because it's creation, and that
it's not a creation. That's a claim. You're presupposing that it was created. Energy cannot be created, brother. Prove energy was created.
Prove energy was created? Do you know the Einstein theory of relativity?
Einstein agrees with the first law of thermodynamics, my brother in Odin.
And he's also dead, so...
Yeah, all scientists agree with the first law of thermodynamics, my brother in Odin. So can you prove that energy can be created?
All scientists will die too.
I have a scientist here now.
Yeah. We have two of them.
Who is the scientist here?
Go on ahead and introduce you guys.
Biologist and me, the Welsh biologist.
Yeah, go on ahead and introduce you guys. These are my co-hosts, Oriel. I'll let them do their own introductions.
All right, let's talk to people who identify with their body and not their mind and spirit. Okay, tell me.
Pause. We already have claims on the table.
Prove a spirit. Thanks.
So spirit is when I talk and you get agitated, right? Without any reason.
That's you being annoying.
Reason to get agitated.
What?
That's
you
spirit.
Being annoying.
Wait, what? No, irritation has nothing to do with a spirit, brother.
I mean, I don't get agitated when you say that God isn't real, but
you shouldn't.
Both of you guys seem to be agitated, and you have to bring out what you had studied during 4 years, and got backshot.
4 years, backshot.
And you're proud that you got backshot by your, doctors, and and you're really proud to call yourself a biologist.
You're talking. Do you not believe vaccines work, dude?
Who am I giving back shots to?
You got because you're proudly claiming to be a biologist.
Brother, we're asking you questions and you're getting angry.
No, I'm stating fact, but if you had to bring out your degrees...
Pause.
We're critiquing you.
Okay, pause. Your first claim on the table is the universe is a creation. Please demonstrate that.
So universe is creation because you have to give everything back to the universe.
That's another claim. When I say demonstrate that to me, I need you to provide me evidence that justifies a belief that the universe was created.
You were just talking about fucking the circle of life and shit. Like the circle of life or the cycle of the water cycle doesn't prove the universe's creation. It just proves systems within within the universe.
Amazon series of King David.
And what is that system? Who is the system administrator? If you think there's a system,
constants, physics.
I was talking about water.
Yeah, you said it was a system. The
system is caused by the sun. The sun evaporating water in bodies of water, sending it into the atmosphere, which then coalesce into clouds. Those clouds, the water droplets within those clouds, condense into either rain, ice if it's or snow if it's cold enough, hail if it meets specific conditions. So it's all natural processes. The water cycle, is one of, if not, I think it's probably. I'd say it's the most studied, the most well understood system in the entire world.
Fun fact: cumulus clouds are over 1 million pounds.
You basically describe what you see, but not what you don't see. If I say that, hey, at least 5% of my body is water, did I tell you the full fact or only half the fact? Because
that was a full fact.
That's a full fact.
at least 5% of your body is water. It's more than 5%, but at least 5% is
Yeah.
water.
That's not wrong.
There's more water, yes, it's close to 70%. But you did
So I'm
say
not
a
telling
full
you the
fact.
truth, right? I'm only
No,
telling
you're telling
you.
You are telling
that
the
is a
truth.
That is a complete.
Yeah.
Is technically true. Yes.
Yeah, I'm only telling you what's accurate, but no, I'm not being precise on my
It's
answer.
completely
right?
true.
God is precise.
At least 5% of your body is water. It is absolutely 100%
Oriel,
true.
How does me talking about the water cycle and explaining the water cycle to you?
The
How does that
cycle
prove
needs.
No, the fact that water exists is what causes a cycle. Water and evaporation caused from the sun.
No, the fact that sun exists is the proof of the.
Sun is
you
proof of
get the
gravity.
energy.
Oriel, the sun is a third generation star. Okay, it was made from a second generation star which had a supernova, and that's where all of this, all the solar system came from too. Okay, all right. The sun is
All
just
right,
proof of
my
extreme
backshot
gravity.
professor.
Or, I'm not a professor.
You did get
I
a
wi-
backshot,
I-
right?
I
And you're
hope
trying
to
to
be.
teach me right now, like a professor would, without.
Yeah,
like,
because I want to
without-
be a professor, Oriel. So like, sure.
So that you
Thanks.
can backshot your students too, right? Just like you got backshotted.
What do you have against education?
Yeah, like,
Against like people bringing out their degree in the conversation when it's not needed.
You're
It's
no,
like the
but it's just to
biologist
add
degree.
some
Brother.
credibility to my words.
Yeah.
But I did not bring up my degree when talking about astrophysics. I don't have a degree in astrophysics. I just read papers on it. Anyway, sun is a third generation star. It's just proof of gravity and gas collecting over a couple million years.
The three-body problem completely disregards gravity.
The
because,
body problem is in relation to three stars, mainly, or three bodies of similar mass, being a chaotic system. And there are
not this chaotic system. They're trying to figure out where exactly the gravity. Let's say that you only have three things that are of equal mass at the start of the universe. They're trying to figure out where the gravity concentrates.
Yeah, that's why that's why we call it a three-body problem. But remember, those bodies are of similar mass.
What
yes,
does
because at the
any
start
of
of the universe, you cannot have three bodies of unequal masses. Because
You can.
I'm
one
so
divided by
confused.
three
The
is always
gas
going to be
giants.
infinite.
I'm gonna give you three things that are celestial bodies of different masses: the sun, the Earth, and Jupiter. Very different masses. Earth and Jupiter are more similar than Jupiter and the sun.
And can we have gravity without either Sun or Jupiter?
Yes, whenever
What?
there's mass, there is
Yes.
gravity.
What?
We
No,
have gravity.
We need Sun and Jupiter for gravity to exist.
What?
we don't.
No.
Yes, we do. Yes.
No, we need mass for gravity to exist. Mass
And
is a
what is
byproduct of
mass, then?
matter.
What is
So
mass?
it's weight.
Matter.
Well, no, actually, weight. Actually, technically, yeah,
nope,
matter
it's
would probably
light.
be best.
It's purely light. That's as proven by E equals mc squared.
What?
Every mass is light. Yes.
Oh, I guess kind of. No,
That is a weird way to say that.
It's talking about the,
No, it is true.
The only part that's light in E equals mc squared is the speed of light.
What?
E
what?
equals mc squared is E energy is equal to the mass times times the speed of light squared.
Yeah,
What?
because every mass can be
Hey.
converted
Energy.
to energy
Oriel.
if you take out all of its mass.
Okay, we
Okay,
have
Oriel,
pivoted so
Oriel,
far.
Oriel.
What does
Yeah,
any
that's
of this have to do with God?
Yeah, how does
Energy
this prove
exists.
creation?
Energy cannot be created, so it wasn't created. Energy exists, therefore it's always existed. Why should I believe that a God created it?
Because God existed at the beginning of
That's
all
a presupposition.
creation.
Can you
Prove that.
demonstrate that?
Prove it. Prove
So-
it.
Yeah. So after the universe ends, what's going to happen then?
I have no idea.
Big
Yeah,
pivot.
so you don't know. So, and that's what I'm telling
Do
you. God
you?
exists. God will still exist even at the end of the universe.
That's a
How do
claim,
you know that?
presupposition without any evidence. Why should I believe
Bible
that God does
is evidence, but
exist?
you won't take it.
The Bible is not evidence.
It
It's a
is.
claim.
Nope, it is the evidence.
How?
Oriel, when did rabbits chew cud?
When you're, I was sleeping with your mom.
Rabbits don't chew cud, Oriel.
Yeah, when I was
know what
sleeping with your
cud
mom, that's
is?
when they did that.
No, rabbits have never chewed cud. They don't have the faculty for it. You need a multiple part stomach.
Yeah, that's what your dad said too when I was sleeping with your
No,
mom.
that's what.
You're
no,
such a good Christian.
Oriel, that's what happened when I did a dissection on a rabbit.
Oriel, what is 1 Peter 3:15?
Don't remember?
I know you don't. Yeah, when
Present the
asked of
evidence.
your faith, you provide an explanation with respect and kindness. Also, when you read Proverbs, it's going to tell you not to let profane speech leave your tongue. Would you like to demonstrate your God's existence to us without being a 2-year-old?
Yeah, because he forgets about rabbits' evolution, or at least
Rabbits have never
change.
chewed cud.
They did.
No, when?
Yeah, like I said, right, previously when I was sleeping with your mom. But if you want to be more specific,
Okay, cool.
the long time ago,
The
when
only
during
Christian
the
my mom's ever
dinosaurs.
dated was abusive Arsenal. Anyway,
All right. So now that a
Cell
PM
phone.
rabbit chewing cud have been made, I need the PM ID of the source that says that we discovered through evolutionary biology that rabbits at one time chews cud. Go ahead.
yeah, because here's the thing: the last time that cows and rabbits had a common ancestor, which I don't even know if we don't, which I don't think we know if it chewed cud, was 80 to 90 million years ago.
It wouldn't.
No, that was 2,000 years ago when Bible was written.
It wasn't
Okay, cool.
written.
It wasn't written 2,000 years ago. It was written 2,500 years ago. Thanks, Oriel. Backshots, absolute backshots.
Low tier, low tier.
Low tier.
So
This is a low tier question, though. Honestly.
Yeah. So, would you just like to share with me that study? Because if this is something that was discovered, clearly it was put in the position of a study.
You go out and study. That's what science is for, right? Science is so that
Oriel,
you can do what
Oriel,
creation is already doing.
I have done dissections on
You're
14
claiming-
rabbits.
You're claiming it's a creation.
None of them have ever had a 4-part or any part stomach. They've had one stomach that then they can use They eat their poop. I can't speak right now.
Ooh,
They
good point.
eat their
Hey, how old is Earth?
60,000 years old.
60,000?
Yep.
No,
That's funny.
it's 4.6 billion years
What
old.
shape is the Earth?
Round or orange?
Anyways,
Did you say orange?
orange,
Yeah, shape of
orange
the
shape.
orange. Because cauldron. Because if you visualize space, then it'll be on a flat space with like a cauldron.
You believe it's flat?
No, it's like if you visualize space, then the shape of the Earth is like a cauldron with
Are
like,
you
a
talking
little
about
bit
like
opening to the Earth.
space time and how gravity warps space time?
Not gravity, but space itself to visualize time.
Either way, what we're
depends.
doing, Oriel. Either way, what we're doing, apart from the ability that if it was 60,000 years old, it would still be a lava planet. But also the fact that and fossils and radiometric dating, all that. Now I lost my train of thought.
I'm gonna let Odin out.
actually,
You
no,
guys have
the
fun
fact,
with him.
The fact that the Bible says that the Earth is flat, and that rabbits chew cud.
It can be flattened out depending on the context and the wording. It
It says it has a firmament and it has corners. Spheres don't have corners.
I mean, like, you can cut a
It says
sphere
that there's
and get
waters
it to
above, and it says that there's waters above the firmament. We've been to space. No water apart from it, unless it's ice on asteroids or on the
You
south
do know
pole
that
of the
even
moon.
flat earthers have a circle. What do you say that?
Yeah, because four corners literally can't exist, and neither can a flat Earth. But
Yeah, flat
we're
Earth is
talking
not
about how
real,
you
but
don't.
flat space is real, though.
No, it's a sphere. The
No,
reason why this-
space is flat. Do you know
No,
space-time?
space-time and space warps in a sphere of influence around any form of mass.
What do you
You
define as
have
time? What is defined as? What do you
a
define as
huge
time?
pivot. Anyway, we're not going to go into
No,
that.
because you brought out space and time, and you have completely different.
Space-time does
wrong
warp
concept of
around
time.
different. Space-time does warp around different amounts of mass. You and I probably have different masses, meaning that
No,
our
define
sphere of
time for
influence
me,
is
because I want to
different.
know your view on time. Because I have a concrete definition of time that works
Let's
for
just
every.
get the definition. I
Sure.
don't have definitional arguments. Let's just get
No,
Oxford.
your definition of time. I want to know your view because you got completely wrong.
Whatever
concept of time.
Oxford definition of time is.
See, that's when you British people lose me because
No,
you only
I'm
follow
talking
your
about the
queen,
Oxford
right?
Dictionary.
If
you
your
know,
queen
the
tells
most-
you to eat shit, you'll eat shit,
No, I
and
fucking hate
that's
the
because
Queen.
you
I hate
United
I hate
Kingdom.
all forms of royalty or Oriel. I hate almost all forms of government.
Is your
Yeah,
best
because they
arguments
like to
just
backshot you.
saying
You're just
mean
ad-
things?
He's just an ad homer. Like, I mean, you can give the evidence, Oriel, and like
Sure, like
you have
time
you have
is
like
when
10
space
seconds.
moves on to itself. And it knows because it's a full space, it knows how long it takes for it to move within itself.
It
and that's what
knows how
time
long
is.
it takes.
Yeah,
Let's
because
see
it can
what the
count how
definition of
many,
time
not
is.
how long, but how much. So if a empty space moves into itself,
I thought
one
you
time.
said you've read Einstein's relativity.
Yeah. So in physics, time is a fundamental measurable quality used in a sequence of events from the past through the present into the future. That's what time is. A sequence of events from the past through the present into the future.
Yeah, your past was getting backshot by a professor, and now you're trying to backshot your students too. So that
No, I
does
was
not
backshotting
work,
the
right? Because for
professor
me, it's different.
So yeah, no. I
You're
was
trying to
backshotting
repeat the
professor.
same past, right? I'm not trying to repeat the same past.
You haven't
You don't
demonstrated
even know
anything.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I know what I'm telling you about.
You haven't demonstrated how you know anything. Literally, your
Bible?
only argument
Yeah, I wasn't
is you
using
disagree
Oxford.
with me, your mom.
I was using.
I'm technically him, not you, because you did not bring out your degree.
I don't have a degree.
Yeah, I mean, like that did not matter anyhow, but for
They
these
have
two
a
biologists,
degree,
degree
which is
mattered because backshot mattered
credentials.
to them.
Credentials are able to show that someone has studied in a field. So when they say something, they can explain the mechanisms behind what they're saying to be able to prove it.
Living is the biggest credential in itself. Dead don't speak, so it does not matter
People
to me
live and believe
how you
in
lived.
Muhammad. That doesn't make everything true. Because you have experience in life does not make you right about what you say.
Yes, it does not make you right about what
So
you say,
life
but it
in and of
makes you
itself is
correct
not
about living.
credential. But
Is
you
science
do
a way
have
of
a
living?
claim. You do have a claim on the table that God created the universe. Can you demonstrate that?
Yeah, because in the Bible it says, right, there was Elohim at the start, and at the end, yes, only God will be left.
Yeah, Genesis
and you
1:1
restart the universe
says
again.
what?
What?
Genesis
sorry?
1:1 says what? The very first sentence of the Bible?
At the expanse, or when there was nothing, or blah, 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 I don't exactly remember.
Have you ever read the Bible before?
A lot of pages, but not all of it.
When was the last time you read it?
Probably like yesterday, like fully, or like just the verses.
Just period.
I've never read the complete Bible.
When was the last time you read it?
Like yesterday, maybe 2 days ago.
Okay, so Genesis 1:1 is in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. In Genesis 1:14 it says he then created the sun, moon, and stars. We know that's false because our dating methods show, and also other things show that the earth is younger than the sun. The earth exists because the sun's gravity helped it form.
That's only according to the...
That's according to all evidence. The only thing you have is a really old book with a failed scientific consensus that is just wrong with evidence. It is literally proven false.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you're using that term like
Yeah,
really
it's proven
weirdly.
false.
Hmm.
We
Yeah, your
know
term is
with
weird.
all evidence that the earth is younger than the sun. The Bible is false.
The concept of Earth is like really older than the sun. Sun was needed for
The
you to
earth
make
is
sense of
younger
the
than the
universe.
sun. The earth was made thanks to the sun. So we know that Genesis 1 is false.
Genesis is literally the most true thing that to ever exist.
I just
Genesis
explained
says
how
Every
it's
the
scientific
false.
world is
thing.
flat.
What?
Genesis says the earth is flat.
I mean, like you can only live in a flat thing. You cannot walk on a curved surface. So that's what it was
Do
trying
you
to
believe the
mean,
earth
not
is flat? You
saying
just said the earth was a globe.
flatly globe. Yes.
Oh,
Flat.
you're a flat earther. Oh,
Can you no? Can you walk on a sphere?
Yeah, we do
No.
it daily. Spheroid. Oblate spheroid is what the earth is.
Yeah, I
it's
mean, that's
huge.
true.
That's why you can walk on it. People
Yep.
walk on bouncy balls. Like if a beach ball is big or something, I'm just trying to
People
think of a ball.
balance on
Like,
a bouncy ball. They don't walk on it.
Yeah,
The
here's the thing.
earth is
Guess what a
fucking
flat surface-
massive. If the earth was
Yeah, the
tiny
earth
like a
is
ball,
huge.
we would
Is it-
not be able to walk around.
Yeah. Yeah, Genesis flat earth first. Let's just see. Yeah, Genesis okay, yeah. So Genesis 1 verse 6 through 8, the creation of a vault or firmament separating the waters above. Yeah, which does not exist. Like we've been to space. So
Yeah, because space is flat, and it's talking about the whole universe, not just Earth.
What? Space is
No.
Space
flat?
is flat. Yes. Time is not flat. Space is literally
Okay,
a
Isaiah.
flat space.
So, actually,
So is your only evidence for your claims from the Bible?
Yeah, because you
And
you
even
don't need anything else.
though we have
again-
explained over and over that the
again-
Bible is wrong, you're still just going to say "nuh-uh" is your only argument?
Oriel.
I mean, like, it's wrong to a kindergarten.
Yeah. Oriel, next time, figure out when rabbits chewed cud. They never did. They're not pseudo-ruminants. They're not ruminants. They are rodent. Oh, lagomorph.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so in Job 37 through 18, 37:18, can you, like him, spread the skies out as hard as a metal mirror to write the firmaments as stone? Job 38 verse 13. That I might where's the best? The best one is like the pressed seal, like the pressed clay. You know what I'm talking about. That's the best one for saying. God also says bird created bird before reptiles. Yes, exactly. Like the Bible is just wrong.
Job 38:14.
Okay, that's what it is.
The earth takes shape like clay under a seal.
And that's totally real.
What the fuck? Here is our evidence that Genesis 1 is wrong. Nuh-uh. The Bible says that it's correct, therefore it's correct. But here's the evidence saying it's wrong. No, but the Bible says it's correct, so it's correct. Huh? Ravis, where'd you go?
Ravi.
Sure, let me look it up, Autumn. I'm gonna bring up all of them. Isaiah 40:22, he sits enthroned above the circle of the earth. Job 26:7, he hangs the earth on nothing. Proverbs 8:27, he inscribed a circle on the face of the deep. Revelation 7:1, standing at the four corners of the earth. Daniel 4:10, a tree visible to the ends of the whole earth, which would mean it's flat. Psalm 104, he set the earth on its foundations, it can never be moved. That's proven false as well. Yeah.
It can be moved.
It's moving right
It
now.
moves. Yeah. One rotation per day.
Hell yeah,
34
Serial.
days.
I hope you dream about me. Atheists have no critical thinking. Awesome. Request up and prove it. I like that claim.
Prove your claims incorporated.
Oh man, I need another cup of coffee. That was something.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
I've been saying indubitably because it's fun to say.
In dude we trust.
Indubitably.
I kind of want to set up a different text style. I like the way that Born Again Atheist does her text. It's like that little picture and it's got the text inside of it. Like a little sticker. I don't know how to do that though. I will dream about your very symmetrical face. It's not, but thank you. Cody always needs more coffee. Well, I'd like to order an energy drink, but it's $10 for just a simple monster if I DoorDash it.
Holy.
Yeah.
Again, I'll say pockets.
And I don't want to spend $10 on a $3 drink.
Again, I'll say pockets.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, Frost is a mod now?
Yeah.
Nice.
I still wonder how God gets Mary pregnant. Yeah, right? Hi, Ann. How are you doing?
Well, the thing is, Cody, it's called rape.
That's true. I started a bulk, guys. I am officially bulking again. Did you just
bulked
laugh
before?
at me? Yeah,
I did.
I bulked in 2020-ish, and I bulked for about a year, and I went from 160 pounds to 200 pounds. And then I've dropped, I'm like 185 right now, and I'm gonna go up to 220 is my goal.
Nice.
And then once I'm at 220, I'm gonna see if I can keep it at 200, 215.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can be a big ass motherfucker. 6'4" on a 200-pound frame. Yes, sir. I'll fuck myself. How tall are you? I'm 6'4". If you have Amazon Prime, you get Grubhub included. I try not to spend money. The only subscription I have is...
Ooh, 6'4", 230. Damn.
I don't have one. 6'4" at 185, girly eat. Yeah, I think right now I'm sitting around 190, give or take. You know, I love myself. Yeah, you should all love yourself.
Come on, talk about evolution, somebody. Arrogant love? No, I also love him. No, Christian, I lust for him because I'm gay.
Good boy. Request
Got
up,
a field,
user.
bro. User, come up.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. I love when people say that and then request. What's up, user?
What's up, bro?
Hey,
You
man,
hear
you
me?
over the you over the age of 18?
Yeah, I am, man.
Awesome. Which God do you believe in?
I believe in Allah,
Okay, awesome. What you got for me? Why should I believe in him?
and I believe you should believe in him because I think he's real, man, and he's the ultimate God, worthy
I
of
mean,
worship.
that's not a reason I should believe in him. That's just what he is.
You're right, actually. Yeah, I mean, for the reason technically, I would say it's from our Shahada. He's the only one worthy of worship.
That's just another claim. Why should I believe he exists?
Okay. Yeah, good question. Like what you're talking when you say evidence, like what you could see.
Sure, if that's
Yeah.
what you have.
Yeah, I think like the Quran is the main reason,
What about the
that-
Quran? Give me a verse.
Oh, you got it. That's amazing, man. There's a lot of verses. I mean,
There
starting
are
with
a lot of fucking verses.
yeah, bro. It's
I have yet to actually read this thing. It's very like the Bible is like stories, and this is more just law.
nah. It's actually a lot of stories. So
Is it?
yeah, it's a combination, bro, of like, so there's just guidance and comfort, like any holy book, where it's supposed to do that, and then there's laws scattered throughout it, and then there's like warnings and stuff as well of the other side. So it's both sides it's showing you. But then the best part, my favorite part, is the news of the unseen. So like Allah says, "O Prophet, we reveal to you the best of stories in this revelation, even though you were totally unaware of them." So the idea is everything that happened in the past, it's God's words to us, where He tells us this is what the two people of the books are disputing, and this is what actually happened. So it is a lot of similar stories to like obviously the Abrahamic faiths.
Well, yeah. I mean, it also says that Allah says that prophets cannot lie, so therefore Jesus never lied, right?
Yeah. We don't believe like the prophets were major sinners or anything. Small things would happen, or things out of their control, like Moses
So
unaliving him.
I want to double check because I've only actually read the Bible fully. Let me read the first sentence real quick just to make sure that I'm on page with you really quick. Give me 1 second. Fuck the preface. I want the fucking chapter. Okay. Let's see. O thou entrapped in thy mantle, arise and warn I, thy Lord, magnify him. From the revelation of the Surah, or of its earliest verses, the prophetic inspiration and the revelation of first Surahs is said to have been suspended. Does it not talk about the creation of the universe like the Bible does?
It does.
Old Testament.
It's in our paradigm too, but
Okay, I'll skip that. So what I know is the Bible, the first sentence.
Isn't Genesis and isn't like the Old Testament part of the Quran?
It's yes, but like not like it doesn't say Genesis.
Yeah, but like, is the Genesis account the story?
What is the book? Yeah, this is the old. So it's also got the old spelling of Quran as well. It, translated by, J.M. Rodwell. It's a very old version.
yeah, there's one Quran with different translations in terms of like when the words is getting translated. I'm sure
Right.
you're aware of. But like any Quran you get, it should be the same.
You are the very first Muslim to ever say that to me. The amount of times that they've been like, you need to buy a Quran, and then I show this, and they're like, that's not the Quran. You need to read it in Arabic, and I'm like, bitch, I don't speak Arabic.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you. I think it's like they're just explaining it maybe in a way. There's miscommunication. But yeah, there's one Quran, and of course I don't speak Arabic either. Like I've been learning because I was born in Islam, like alhamdulillah, but it's not my first mother tongue, So like the translation though translates over.
So let me ask you. So me and Evan both, the Welsh biologist, his name is Evan. We are both natural empiricists. And the reason we justify belief in things is due to evidence justifying them beyond a reasonable doubt, i.e., anything that makes it unreasonable to doubt it, because all evidence justifies it as true. So when it comes to the universe, we have the Big Bang Theory that explains the mechanisms in which the expansion of the universe started. We have evolution that explains with all mechanisms behind people. We have neurology that explains brain chemistry, et cetera, et cetera. Why do you believe that the universe is a creation?
Is a creation. For one, like the Quran covers actually, funny enough, two of those three. It explains how our universe is expanding throughout time. But like in terms of why I believe,
Pretty sure that verse is actually just talking about our own personal knowledge.
this is from 1500 years ago, bro. So like I don't think they had like any equipment to
They're
determine.
very smart, brother.
They were. Yeah.
Yeah. Ever hear about the Islamic Golden Age? It's why we have the Pythagorean.
Yeah.
Pythagorean. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
This is when the revelations were coming, though. You know, these verses. This is before there was any like Islamic empire, bro. And it
Yeah.
was unlimited, is the beauty of it. Like
We still had science.
Yeah, I do agree. Like, and it's not a scientific book. I hate when people like make a claim about that.
Right,
But I
which
wanna
that's the
focus on the
problem. Like the creation of the universe, I'm going to guess the Quran says that God magically shat it out of his asshole.
No. Like Islam talks about in terms of when the like you're talking our universe is being created. I want to give you the right information, bro. To my knowledge, I mean the way you're describing is not the way I want to, like say it, but like it's be and it is. Kun fayakun is like the Arabic of it, but which is like God can simply say be and it is for whatever he desires, But
So here's the thing with that. If we're talking metaphysical concepts, we can say, if God exists, could he do this? If he exists, would he be able to say this and this happen? Those things are valid in logic, and you can make them make sense in its own framework. But saying it actually exists and happened is a whole nother story. I would need justification that God created the universe, and there is none.
and there is none. Okay.
Yeah, the universe isn't a creation. It's always existed.
I don't believe that it always existed, like to my belief.
Why not?
Because everything has a beginning.
No.
But then the thing is, bro, like how can you prove that it always existed as well?
Easily. So the first law of thermodynamics states energy cannot be created or destroyed. If it can't be created and it exists, it's always existed.
Okay. So if it can be created or it doesn't, what was the second line to that?
Or destroyed.
If it can be created or destroyed, that means it's always existed.
Mhm.
But then the question is, how do you know that it can't be destroyed?
By the law of conservation of energy. It's literally not possible for it to be destroyed or created.
I don't know. Like I agree with you in the sense of like it is impossible for it to be destroyed from
created.
anything to our knowledge. I agree with that.
Well,
Like
it's a law. It's not just a theory that it's explaining the mechanism. It's a law of what it does. So theories are how it works, why it does what it does. Laws are what is happening, and it does not change. Laws are objective absolutes.
Okay. Law or objective absolutes. And that makes sense. Like I'm not a science guy, but I'm following you, and that does make sense where it's got to be.
Yeah, well, that's my number one reasoning for not believing that the universe was created by a deity, is because energy can't be created, and nobody on planet Earth has ever and never will be able to demonstrate that a god created it.
I agree with that. Like where there's no way that like a human can ever prove that God created that. That's why like even the initial question, it's like there's no way I can prove besides a part of it has to be faith,
Which faith by definition is belief without evidence. It's just indoctrination. Indoctrination means spreading a belief uncritically, so you're just indoctrinated.
not belief without evidence, but
Yeah.
believe in what you can't see. I would say.
That is without evidence. You can't demonstrate it. You're believing it without any justification. You just believe it through
Air, bro.
someone. Yeah, we can test it. We can see the effects of air. We can see the effects of energy. We can see the effects of light. We can see the effects of oxygen. We can see, demonstrate, test, and scrutinize all of these unseeable with our naked eye things. There is none of that for any God. There is no effects of God. There is no demonstration of God. There's no scrutiny that we can do. There's no testing we can do. It's non-existent. It isn't real.
I agree when we can't, like, where you're saying we can see the effects, of course, but that doesn't mean we could see the actual description itself. You know?
Want to see air? Check this out.
Yeah, man. That would be pretty cool. Now I'm seeing the effect of what air can do, man. To the
Yeah, so now you know that air is real and you can manipulate it. And it can also affect things like carrying them.
But I didn't see it though. You following me? Like
Brother, yes, you can. You can see the effects of it. You can see what it does, where it is, how to move it, how it works. You see everything about air. Can you visibly see it? Not with your naked eye, but yes, you can actually use tools to see the molecules.
Maybe the molecule, like that.
Yeah, there is 100% absolute proof that it is there. Where is that for God? Using air as an argument to not believe is stupid.
Yeah, bro. Like, and that's the thing. I agree with you in the sense of too, like for believing in a faith and believing in
right.
something.
Again, faith, dude, is stupid. Faith is just stupid. Have faith in me. I'm God. Have faith.
Nah, bro. Like,
see, isn't that stupid? You would not just believe me magically because I say I am God. That's stupid. But I'm telling you to have faith. But you still agree it's stupid. There's no reason or justification for you to believe that I am God. It's stupid. Faith is stupid.
Yeah, the thing is though, man, like for how I evaluate it, bro, is like at least to me what makes any sense would have to be any of the three Abrahamic faiths. So,
they're all
like,
dumb. Here's how I know that the Abrahamic God is not real. He transcends time.
Yeah, of course.
That's impossible to have any causal relation without time. Cause and effect is because of time existing. Cause is a point in time, effect is a point in time. If something is outside of time, I don't even know if that's possible. That would require demonstration in and of itself. How do we know anything exists outside of our reality and universe in the first place? But for God to exist outside of time and yet have causal relation with time, A, there would be demonstration for that. There would be something to be able to point to a God doing that. And B, it's not possible. If God is outside of time, he can't breathe, he can't move, he can't create, he can't think. There is no past, future, present. It doesn't exist.
So wait, why can't he create if he's outside
because
of
there's
time?
no time to create. Cause and effect. When you create something, you're doing a cause, which is a mechanism to build. If I am creating or building a building, that is me getting supplies, which is a point in time, to then putting those supplies together, which is a future point in time. To create something requires time.
But remember, when you're saying you have to get equipment or you're like any step to go
Yes,
towards
step.
that goal.
Like step period, brother. Talking about steps, to create is a step. That's an action. There is no action. There is no cause and effect without time for cause and effect to be possible.
Yeah, man, I hear you. Even though like that, this combo would just like in terms of the angle of it we're at right now. Because then remember, my response could simply be kun fayakun. So it's not a matter of any steps being needed. It's a matter
that's called
of
special pleading. It's a logical fallacy. It's illogical. All things adhere to this
illogical
law, but my thing does not. That is just special pleading. You have no demonstration that it's possible. You have no demonstration that it happened. You have no demonstration that it's true. There's no reason. There's no justification at all. It's non-existent.
Okay, but then like I hate comparing God's situation to human life, but like in the sense of the convo, like it happens today where the lawmakers of this world,
There's no
they
lawmaker.
don't. I mean, there's people that govern us, bro.
No, there's
Like,
not.
even
So
if it's
constants are things that we are describing about the universe. The universe is the constants. Gravity is of the universe. It is
No, no,
us
no, I'm
explaining
not
how the
talking-
universe works. That is
Yeah.
not created by anything. Those are laws. Scientific laws
My
are
bad,
the
my bad.
universe.
Yeah, my bad. I don't mean scientific laws. I'm talking political lawmakers of this world.
People make
And-
those.
Yeah, exactly. So those people, that's the scenario I'm talking about. Because right now the point I'm getting at, as you said, why does God he doesn't follow any of these laws that he created? You're saying.
Well, the
So-
claim is that he created them in the first place.
Yeah,
That's
we're going
stupid.
with that claim. Yeah, but what I'm saying is the people that create the laws of today for us to follow,
Happen inside of time.
The number one people that don't follow those laws is the ones that create it, though. They're outside of the law.
I don't care.
So
That's
they're
inside
able
of
to do
time.
it.
They are able to do that, though. There is demonstration that they're capable of doing that. There is no demonstration of the capability of God being outside of time yet having causal relation. It's not possible. It is literally impossible. And for you to
Okay.
believe that would require a defeater for that argument of God can do that logically and coherently by this mechanism, and that's how I know it's true. To which I would argue, holy fucking shit, you need to send this into NASA and get yourself a Nobel Prize. You would be the most famous person in all of history.
What does NASA know, bro? NASA's just started making discoveries the last barely couple hundred years, bro. Like,
What does NASA know? Do you like your phone?
bro, the Quran talks about it. Like the
Do you like
Prophet
your
talks
phone?
about
Hey,
the
user,
phone and the
user,
dish.
user,
The
hey,
Prophet
user,
spoke
hey,
about
user.
this, bro.
User, have you ever used a power tool, like a drill that has a battery instead of being plugged into a wall?
Yeah,
NASA.
Developed by NASA.
bro.
Phone
the point,
camera, power tools. So many fucking things are created by NASA. They make our life so much fucking easier.
bro. That's
Yeah, the technology that needs to be able to work in the vacuum of space works on Earth because it was designed in the vacuum of space, and and also be able to be used in pressurized environments, aka Earth.
bro. If you're for being on Earth for over 10,000 years, that's
More
would
than
hope
10,000, brother.
For
Humans have
human
been on
life.
Earth for 300,000 years.
nah, man. That's like
You want to know how we know that?
You want to debate evolution? Because
Oh,
I got my
yeah,
I got my degree very recently.
We have two biologists.
congrats,
We
bro.
got two
Congrats.
biologists on this panel right now. So
Nah,
We can-
congrats, man. That's what's up, bro. But I'm saying, man, right now, like, even if you were to, that proves like the point I'm getting at for being on Earth for this long. I would hope these things that like that NASA's helping with.
well,
I would hope
I
we
mean, the
reach it
last
by now.
10,000 years was like society developed because of agriculture, and we finally got out of we're now in an interglacial period.
And brother, with
So
that
it's
being
warmer
said,
now.
fucking Mesopotamia, they were smart as shit, and they're like the oldest civilization to have ever been. Like saying that we're just now only smart is just ignorant. Like
I don't
we're
believe that, yeah.
very fucking intelligent creatures.
Mesopotamia was insanely smart.
Yeah,
The
fucking
Egyptians were
pyramids,
fucking-
dude.
I don't-
Like,
yeah, I
come
don't
on,
believe
you have to be
Well,
so
yeah,
intelligent to make that.
Yeah,
No,
well,
that's
actually,
what I'm
Cody,
saying.
not
though,
really.
about the-
You just have to know some basic math.
Nah, bro, you gotta. The way they made the pyramids is unbelievable, bro.
It's
Like,
100%
it's really
believable. You
cool.
don't like levers?
I'm sure it's doable. Yeah, I don't think like aliens were here just.
Okay,
building-
good.
Well, it's actually quite simple math,
it
though.
is-
In actuality,
Yeah, it's a lot of math that goes.
it's like high school level math.
I'm not. Like I'm.
Holy shit, you're Mesopotamian? That's fucking awesome.
Not you.
Hey
we're
man,
talking
hey,
about
how
you.
can you? But the thing, boys, is like the sake. Because right now you're telling me to prove God to you.
Yeah.
Without going off of scripture in the sense of
Right, the scripture
faith.
is a claim, brother. You would not believe in your God if your scripture didn't exist.
Exactly. Yeah. Of course.
Your God exists because there's a piece of paper saying he does.
No,
You
but
would
the
know
thing about-
nothing about your God without that piece of paper. Without that paper, your religion does not exist. Your God does not exist. It is made up by human beings that are scribes. That is why you believe in a God, because some human being is really fucking creative.
Bro, when I was like, I'm 27 right now. So when I was like 21 and I was really
On.
evaluating, and I was really evaluating the faiths, I did say that to myself in the sense of if this scripture is not, if it's not a revelation of God, then it won't be perfect. So it was a matter of if I find even the smallest error in this, then it's not from God.
Where does
There are errors.
There are many errors.
Nah, bro. There's no errors. Bro.
user
No
where does
errors?
sperm come from?
No errors, bro.
Where
There's
does
things
sperm
that-
come from?
User,
Yeah, it doesn't say sperm, bro. It says the fluid. specific.
The seed.
Where
The
does
fluid,
fluid?
the seed,
Yeah, it
the
doesn't say.
seed, or let's even say the fluid doesn't come from the backbone.
How do you know that?
They're biologists.
My
You know what the thing
anatomy class I had 2 days ago.
But
You
the
don't-
thing is, hey,
We
you know
were
what the
talking
thing
about
is?
reproduction. We were
You
talking
know-
about reproduction and the evolution of gametes.
Okay, yeah, you know what the thing is though. When I asked that is, do you know how many licensed professionals that are, at the highest level of their fields that disagree with other doctors saying that this is correct? I've seen, like, I watched. I looked-
Zero of them.
Huh?
I mean, you would have to be. The thing is, and the
There's
thing
a
that you're
lot,
going to
but
run
just
into
go
here,
look into it.
you're just wrong. So the thing that you're going to have to worry about here is it doesn't matter what an individual doctor or an individual scientist says. What matters is what can be demonstrated. All right. One of the most famous scientists. I'm a help user. You're going to have to let me finish a sentence.
Okay, my bad.
I know you ain't like I'm explaining something to you. So one of the most famous geologists on the planet, one of the most educated men for geology on the planet, said that while none of the evidence points to the Earth being young, because of my faith, I have to believe it is young. So while I can never put it in any paper that I write, I believe that God created the Earth in 7 literal days, and that the planet is only 10,000 years old. This is what a geologist says. Now, in all of his papers, it does not reflect that. He believes what he believes despite what science says. Just like other scientists that are stupid like this.
Yeah,
the thing is that you have to ignore facts to believe a faith claim. So in your book, it says that this fluid comes from between the backbone and the ribs. No fluid that happens in your genital region comes from that area. It's just wrong.
Bro, I listened to you. You
Yes,
know the
Victoria.
thing is, that would be a good point, except the doctors I'm talking about and these claims are not Muslim. They have no reason to agree with or hold to this Quran. Like,
Cool, name one.
and
I don't care.
like,
Name one.
Keith Moore
Name one.
is the most famous one
Keith Moore.
that actually did it on video. What you're saying, no one's testing it on video. Keith Moore literally says, "I agree with this in full embryology process of the Quran." Like, then he just.
Well, how do you spell his last name? Keith Moore.
Moore. Nah, Dr. Keith Moore. If you just type in,
Keith Moore.
there's a
Awesome.
there's a lot of
He's not a
doctors.
scientist. Next. He's not. He's
What
got his
is he?
doctorate in a fucking ministry.
What do you mean time out, bro? Now you're downplaying Dr.
User.
Keith Moore. What is he?
Messed up. We're gonna make fun of you.
No. That's fine, bro.
He's
Just
got a
started.
bachelor's. He's got a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and a
No,
doctorate
you're
in
lying.
ministry.
No.
I fucking just pulled it up. I'm not a
No.
liar. You're the bitch who gave me a wrong name.
Hey,
Give
bro,
me a
calm
right
down.
name.
Hey,
Be the bitch
host,
that gives me a real name.
host, what's up with your little friend, man? Why is he panicking like this,
Little
man?
friend.
I'm not panicking. I just demonstrated
He's a
something
doctor.
to you. You can't-
Bro. Right now,
I'm gonna call it what it is. If you're gonna lie to me like a little bitch, I'm gonna call you a little bit.
yo,
So
you wouldn't
he
call me a
has-
bitch to my face. I promise you.
I
that. But
absolutely
right now,
would.
Why do they
Absolutely. I don't
always
give a fuck about
resort
you.
to that? God damn.
I don't give a
I'm
fuck
not here
about
to
you.
be. I'm not here to be.
You wouldn't
like,
say that to my face. Bitch, I will be looking
wouldn't,
down
bro,
at you.
Man, you guys are disrespectful, man.
Yes.
I'm just engaging in this convo. I'm only doing this because there's an audience.
I
and I want to talk about my faith.
I demonstrated
You guys are
that
disrespectful,
he
man.
has a bachelor. So right here it says he earned a bachelor's degree of science, a bachelor's of science degree in electrical engineering from Tennessee Technological University in 1985. He earned a master's degree from the same university. It doesn't say exactly which one, in 1996. So at most he has a master's. All right, and then in 1999 he went to ministry school and got what is considered a ministry doctorate. He doesn't have a doctorate.
He's
that's
just
actually
called a
matters.
doctor. He just called Dr. Keith Moore. This is not,
Who
mind
gives
you,
a
these
fuck?
are not
He's not a
Muslim.
doctor.
Yeah, the point I'm getting at though, man, is there's many people that agree with the
I
Quran.
asked for a doctor. The point I'm getting at is that you were so stupid you couldn't give me a real doctor. So
No,
can
no,
you give me a
that's-
real one?
No, that's fine, bro. Like, mind you, I'm not here to get into like these are things you can just look into like tonight before you go to sleep. Like, hey,
I
people who
already
believe
have.
in
I've,
fate.
I've got a whole degree in this.
But
So-
yeah, but you have to realize, man, like the one point I want to make is, mind you, this Quran, when I say it's got to be perfect, the Quran
It's
for one
not.
was ahead of it. It was ahead of its
It's
time.
not.
Yeah. Follow me along though for a sec. It was way too ahead of its time. When I say that, in the sense of the 40 days, the embryology, all these details that's being described, scientists didn't know. Your scientists didn't know this information 1,500 years ago. They made these
Embryology
discoveries.
has been a very well studied subject.
No, man. You should look into the detailed descriptions of what this is talking about.
User, the Greeks knew about embryology.
Everything that none of this was documented from the Greeks. Everything that the Quran has
Yes,
a
it
miracle
was.
about,
It was
the
documented
answer
by
is the
Pliny,
default answer is the
by
Greeks knew.
Pliny the Older.
That's fine, bro. But like every scientific miracle, it's always the Greeks
Pliny
knew.
the Older is a very I'm pretty sure
Okay,
Pliny.
so pause. Quran. This is what it talks about with quote unquote embryology. Quran 23, 12, 14. We created man from an extract of clay. False. Then we placed him as a drop in a secure place. How do I know that we're not made from fucking clay? Are you serious?
The first that's referred. So the before you go,
we
it's
made
gonna
through
tell you the different
evolution,
steps.
user.
Yeah, it's telling you the different evolution steps that's been used. So
Well,
No,
the
we were
first
never
step is
clay.
false.
no, I
The
mean you
false-
weren't
the-
here. How can you disprove that,
Abiogenesis
bro?
does not
How do
start
I
with
know this?
dirt,
Because
user.
you're not
Were you
fucking
here? The
clay
first
as an embryo.
Not me. No. He's not talking. Allah is not
You
talking
just
about
made the
modern
claim that the Quran proves embryology. No, it does not. The first
No.
sentence is wrong.
You're not talking about embryology.
Now you're
right now, bro.
pivoting.
No, because you're
We created
communicating
man
the Quran.
from an extract of clay. Then we placed him as
Yeah,
a
that's the
drop
first
in a
man.
secure place. Then we made the drop into a clinging thing. Then we made the clinging thing into a lump. Then we made bones and clothed the bones in flesh.
Yeah.
It's
So
not even,
how
it's not
can
even the order.
No. How
That's
can
not
you?
even the order of how embryos form.
No. The thing is,
It's
so
false,
there's-
dude. Stop. You're pivoting like fucking crazy. It is wrong in every
nah,
fucking
man.
sense of the word. This is what the Quran says word for word, and you're having to make up stupid, ignorant responses to try and argue. The Quran says this. Fuck your interpretation. This is what the Quran is saying. We created man from an extract of clay. False. Mankind has never been a fucking clay. That's false. Period. False.
Okay.
False.
Okay, calm down, man. Should I tell you the mistake you're making? Just to be
The
fair,
mistake
you
that
got-
you're making is not reading your book. The book says we created man from an extract of clay. Quran 23:12.
This guy, man.
The Quran, here, let me say it again, brother. Brother, I know you don't understand. Here's what the
I heard
Quran
it 4
says.
times.
We
You repeated it
created
4
man
times. I
from an
heard-
extract of clay. Quran 23:12.
There you go. Now you're being fair. So what you did was you showed the verse. So this verse that you're talking about
Is
it's
wrong.
Not telling, no, that's fine. You
What
don't
the
have to-
verse is saying is we created man from an extract of clay. It is false.
No. The problem, what you're getting confused, is you think that this is the embryology process.
Hey,
for
fuck
us.
embryology, the very first human being ever made. Let's say it's about that. We created man from an extract of clay.
Yo,
It's false.
Okay, so now what I'll do is I'm just gonna watch how ridiculous you're gonna look when I play this right back to you. Prove to me that the first man ever created was not from clay.
Prove it was prove it was created.
No, there you go. You see how when I ask you that your
Because
answer is
user, I have
can't
evolutionary
disprove
biology.
it.
I have fossils.
I don't
I
care,
have-
bro. You can't. Oh, so that's perfect.
You don't
Prove to me.
care? All right,
So
then
prove to me.
goodbye.
You're actually the
You-
guy,
you-
so prove to me.
So you're saying you don't care about fossils or any of the science I'm trying to bring up. So I'm just gonna say goodbye to you.
No,
Like,
I want
I
you-
can't deal with this anymore. Like he literally said, I don't care.
Muslims, the greatest gaslighters the earth has ever seen.
Without lies, Islam dies.
That's a pretty good. With lies, religion dies.
Well, that's true. But, Islam happens to be some of the greatest liars on the planet, so. I can very easily, user. But you weren't going to listen. I
You
can
can't
give the
disprove any of
science
this?
to
Yeah, the
demonstrate.
human beings were not made from clay. You want the evidence of that? Miller Urey.
Well,
All right, RC, let's get you up in
I
here.
got my new headphones.
Hell yeah, daddy.
Now you guys vibrate in my ears instead of playing.
What's up, RC?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Going all right, brother. You over the age of 18?
I am
Okay, which God do you believe in?
Christian.
All right, what you got for us today, brother?
I believe in him because of testimony, just like I believe in therapy because of
Cool.
people's testimony.
Everyone in chat, tell me who can testify to me flying like Superman yesterday.
I'm sure someone could make that up. But when you have billions of people testifying for therapy,
Therapy isn't just based on testimony.
what else is it based on?
Repeatable, demonstrable evidence.
And the evidence is coming from
All right.
testimony.
I have hundreds of testimonies to me flying like Superman. Is it true?
Maybe.
That's
Why are
dumb.
they testifying?
If you
that?
believe that is true, you're dumb.
Do you believe therapy works?
Do you believe that I
because we
flew
have
like
data
Superman
analysis
yesterday?
From brain scans at RC, we have data analysis
RC,
from
I
brain
have
scans.
testimony witness
Yeah,
to
they've
me
taken
flying
brain
like
scans of
Superman
Christian
yesterday.
people, too.
RC, stop pivoting. I have testimony witnesses to me flying like Superman yesterday. Is it true or false?
Maybe it's true. Are they willing to die for it?
Yes, they are.
Then I would say
My
there's a
followers
lot of
die
truth to
every
that.
day as martyrs. They're skinned alive for their beliefs.
Oh, so you're just making that up, or they're actually?
No, it's a
skinned
fact.
alive?
I have testimony to it. Everyone in chat, display the testimonies of everyone martyring for my godliness.
Okay, because Christians have actually been martyred.
Yeah, so have we.
Oh, okay.
I
You're
am
not making that up.
Codicius.
So
Oh,
the
okay.
whole thing is even if
You're
someone
debating
did,
in good faith right now.
Yes.
even
Oh,
if
okay.
someone did die for a belief, it doesn't demonstrate the belief true.
Well, he's making it about a death claim. I'm just saying people's testimony about
You made
therapy
it
is
about a death
valid.
claim. You said that the
No, I said
first
people's
claim,
testimony
pause, the
about
first
therapy.
claim you made is testimony equals truth. I proved that wrong and you backpedaled into, well, people died for their belief, which therefore is true, which then I fucking proven false again and you're backpedaling again. So if you want
I
to
said
talk about being an
testimony is
honest
evidence.
interlocutor, what you should try and do is actually be honest for once in your life. So testimony is not evidence for anything. It's evidence that somebody said something.
Even E. Jean Carroll.
Let me say
Eugene
this
Carroll's
again.
testimony is
It
not
is evidence of
anything?
someone saying something.
Yeah, so if a woman is raped and
We're not talking
evidence
about
is
that.
only
Stop
her-
pivoting like a coward.
But that's a
So
testimony.
evidence of someone doing
It
something
seems like you have a standard of evidence you don't equally apply to all scenarios.
miraculous claims and evidence require evidence. Okay. You have a miraculous claim that a unicorn shat out the universe. You have a miraculous claim that someone walked on water. We know for a fact that women are fucking raped every day. Stop trying to fucking pivot, you dumbass.
Oh, you're mad. God,
Yeah,
dude. Why are you
stupidity
so
is annoying.
mad?
So
Why are you so mad?
shut up. So we have no evidence for your claim. We do have evidence for women having to go through that stuff consistently. What evidence do you have other than lies and hearsay for your God?
You already lost by insulting and getting mad. GG.
Alright, goodbye. Also, by the way, we have evidence more than just her testimony. We have the DNA of a male DNA on her dress. So
Good day.
How's it going, Angel?
Hey, what up? I'm not a theist necessarily, but I had a question about your earlier claim,
Sure.
if that's okay. And let me steel man your position real quick, just
Sure.
to make sure. You made the claim that an atemporal God's gonna be like impossible. Like
Yes.
Causality necessarily entails like temporality, right?
Yeah, literally.
Would you say that's like true in virtue of some definition?
Brother, how do you have causal relation without time?
Wait, hold on. I'm asking you.
No, you're not going to pivot. Your claim right now is that it's possible to have causal relation without time. Demonstrate that.
I'm not making.
Yes,
I'm
you
not
are.
saying that.
Demonstrate that it's possible to have causal relation without time.
I'm not. I didn't. Ask
Okay, so you
what?
agree with me that it's not possible to have causal relation without time.
Wait, to be clear,
Awesome.
that's not
Phil, bro,
possible.
low tier, back shot. What's up, James?
Hello.
Are we able to get away from the music in the background?
Yeah, I'm turning.
Okay, cool,
I'm
cool,
doing
cool.
that.
Awesome. You over the age of 18, brother?
Yes.
Awesome. Which God do you believe in?
That would be the Father of Jesus Christ.
Okay, cool. All right, why should I?
That's a good question. That's I guess the only way to heaven is Jesus. I mean, no, I don't guess, but the only way
Jesus
to heaven
didn't
is through
exist.
I believe he did.
Cool, prove it.
Uh,
I believe Santa Claus exists.
wait, what about prayers? I believe,
Hindus pray. Are their gods real?
I mean, but
Muslims
maybe,
pray.
look,
Is their God real?
maybe you can give me something
Pause.
to
Hindus and Muslims pray. Is their God real?
No.
Okay, so prayer has nothing to do with evidence for a God.
Well,
Wonderful.
actually, can I take that back? Their God may be real, but it's not more greater. It's not more powerful than the true God.
I prayed earlier this morning to a fart that I did that I wouldn't poop my pants, and then I didn't poop my pants.
Well,
That
give me
means that prayer
something.
worked.
Hey, give me something to pray for, and see, and maybe that might change your mind.
Yeah, I pray that Evan becomes 6 foot.
Well, I mean, like something good.
No, that is good, because remember in Matthew when it says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believing, I will give to you so that the Father may be glorified through the Son. Remember that part where it did not say that you have to have these specific requirements for your prayer? It said simply, whatever you ask for in prayer. Let me say that one more time. Whatever you ask for in prayer, I will give to you so that the Father may be glorified through the Son. So the Bible states specifically, whatever you ask for in prayer will be given to you. So I would like to pray that I have $1 trillion and that Evan is 6 foot. Make it happen, Captain.
Are you sure you want me to pray for
Yep.
that?
If I'm a trillionaire tomorrow, I will convert.
All right, I asked the Father.
So let me help you out here. So we've tested prayer. Every time we test prayer, it comes back as either being the equivalent of a coin flip or giving worse results and not praying at all. Prayer isn't evidence. Prayer is just a religious experience, or rather, how would you more apt describe it? It's a religious event.
Ooh, I have a good one.
You do it religiously.
I
Okay.
crashed the fuck out of my bike yesterday. Pray for my simple healing of the skin. If it happens right now, if my skin fucking heals miraculously, like every single one of your guys' dumbass fucking claims where fucking steel plates are taken out of the fucking leg, I will convert right now. Pray that this skin heals right now. Right now. I will convert. A little bit scared?
Well, I think it has to do with laying on hands. You would need laying.
Where does it say in that verse that I said, whatever you ask for in prayer, I will give to you so that the Father may be glorified through the Son? Where does it say you have to touch somebody? Where in that sentence does it say, put your hands on somebody and pray, and I will give it to you? Where does it say that? Oh, it doesn't. Cool, pray. Also, do you pray for the children in Gaza? Or have you ever prayed for someone in another area? Ever? Okay, that's right, because the Bible says to pray for all the nations, correct? So if prayer is true, then it can work nations apart. Wonderful, pray for it. You said prayer is real, and your Bible says whatever you ask for in prayer, it will happen. Wonderful, pray for it. If it doesn't happen, your God lied and your Bible lied.
Well, what if it happens and then people?
Then I'll convert. If my skin right fucking now heals completely, I will convert. Do it.
But you seem very angry.
Pussy.
We might need to turn the heat down just a little bit, but I understand. You did just get back, Cody. Let's turn the heat down a little bit.
Cody, can you ask him to pray for a girlfriend for me?
Some things even God cannot do.
Why is the host so angry in bad faith? That wasn't bad faith. The Bible says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believing, I will give to you so that the Father may be glorified through the Son. I was testing you guys. You guys are incapable of proving yourselves correct. That's not bad faith. I'm testing your argument.
Oh, wait. Let me hold up. I gotta show you guys what I got yesterday.
A 30-inch schlong?
No.
He already had
was
that.
last Sunday.
He already has that.
Yeah. I got the horse attachment last Sunday. All right. Let me see.
Is it
I'm
ribs?
an old man. Oh, ribbed for her pleasure.
Why not his, dick?
Could be both. Check this out.
That is the nerdiest
It's the-
fucking thing.
It's Magic the Gathering. They did a pizza box combo where they did like because they did Ninja Turtles, they did a whole pizza thing.
That is funny.
These cards are so cool though. Not gonna lie, like
That is a really cool card.
it's Master Splinter. Yeah. Heck yeah. It's like a $70 card too. Well, that one's not. This one's like $30.
Nope. It looks like my stream is still good. Maybe refresh your guys' streams.
Yeah, I just had to share that because I picked it up yesterday. Not too
Oh yeah,
bad.
there's
for
no
a price
King's
either.
protest soon, right?
Yep.
Been trying to see if is it today?
I think it's actually today. Yeah.
Oh damn! I don't know. I don't really go to protests, but hey, no Kings. Totally support that. Yeah.
I normally do, but one of my area is on the far side of town, and my car is currently in the shop. So
Yeah. And I don't want to spend gas. Like, I'm sorry, mate. After Orange, yeah. Actually, no, that'd be kind of weird.
Bald Thanos,
He'd be
and that's the
stinky.
way the cookie crumbles.
He'd be stinky. We're
I
talking about
also am
Trump.
kind of sick, so I feel like if I go, I'm gonna get sicker.
Wah, wah.
Catholic, are you defending Kings when he slaughtered 42 children with bears for calling Elisha bald?
Because they were youths.
Yeah, the oldest was
were
up to
youth.
18. They were definitely kids.
Yeah, the oldest thing for a youth is 18. They probably would have specified because they have in other books. They
Also,
have specified.
tell me that all of the kids, there was not a single under tween. Because remember, back then people didn't live as long. So when they say youth or adult, those are like 14 and 16-year-olds. So again, a bunch of, and I mean 42, kids under the age of 18 said, "You're bald, bruh." And God said, "Here's a bear. Rip him limb from limb." It was a hostile mob. Prove it.
Yeah, they
Also,
were
just
they
because
were-
there's a
they were-
mob doesn't
just
mean
'cause-
anything.
Yeah, just because someone's calling, just because someone says, "Oh, you're bald," and makes fun of you, which isn't great, doesn't mean send a bear to them. Send 2 she-bears to rip them limb from limb. Like, it was a group of youths who made fun of him. As youths do. Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna let Odin in.
Alright. I can let people up. I thought I saw someone in the guest request. I guess not. Catholic, you can come up and explain your position. Or if anyone has any questions about evolutionary biology. or paleontology. Seems that, I mean, I don't know if I got the degree yet, but I did have my final.
You got one biologist that's destroying his body, and the other one that's getting more education.
You can destroy my body anytime.
Kinky.
Yeah, youth means under 18. Exactly. And like back then, it was probably even younger, seeing as 16-year-olds would be going into battle. You know, or even younger, actually.
Let's see. Well, we can pull the Hebrew forward. So 2 Kings, the Hebrew.
Tired. Yeah, they were teenagers. Like
Youth.
youths. Exactly.
Youth.
I think Malix is on our side. So.
Arim. Arim would have been the word. Let's see, what does that mean? Arim. Young lads. Little children. The lads. It is also used in Lamentations, where it says Lamentations 5:13, where it says at the grinding mill, and you are to grind, and the children fell. Yeah, this isn't gonna work out well, is it? Because Lamentations talks about young men at the millstone ground, and boys under loads of wood staggered. Yeah, I mean, like,
God could have made them
realistically
piss
speaking,
themselves with killing them with bears. Yeah, like if you're gonna like reprimand someone, reprimand them. Don't kill them.
well, their God is a God of mercy, so naturally he has to, unalive everyone he sees.
Mm-hmm. Dude, Genesis is such a fucking awful 42 people. They weren't an organized mob. They were like on the side of the road, weren't they?
They were kids playing, essentially.
Yeah, they were kids on the side of the road. They were kids, Catholic. The word that they used was youths, which is under 18.
So 2 Kings.
And yeah, only 2 of them did anything. Exactly. Like 2 of them made fun of him, and they didn't even hit him. Exactly serious. Serious, exactly right. They called him bald.
As he was walking along the road, some boys came out of the town and jeered at him. "Get out of here, Baldy," they said. "Get out of here, Baldy." He turned around and looked at them and called down curses onto them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled the 42 of the boys, and went on, and he went on to Mount Carmel.
Did you just that's crazy that the Bible just skips over the slaughter of 42 children.
Well, what I mean,
and then he went to the
Bible is all
mountain of
about
Caramel.
slaughter. Yeah, like the Bible is all about slaughter. It's his favorite thing.
Yeah, I get. Yeah. It's the big G's favorite thing.
They
Such
worship a
benevolent
war
God,
god.
exactly.
Like they worship a war god from a previous pantheon. What do you expect?
I thought it was a thunder god.
I'm pretty sure Yahweh was a war god, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I know he wasn't the king god.
From there, Elisha went up to Bethel. As he was walking along the road, some youths came out of the town and jeered at him. "Go on up, you bald head," they said. "Go on up, you bald head." He turned around, looked at them, and called down a curse on them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the youths. Hebrew for youth.
So what I'm pulling up is he had attributes of a storm god, but role of a warrior god, which is where he gets the war god from. It doesn't matter either way. Their God is no more real than the gods of the previous pantheon.
The Hebrew word ne'erim is boy, youth. Small, young, insignificant. Small children were shredded. Go read your Bibles.
He's Catholic. Catholics don't read their Bible. Catholics read the words of the church fathers and pretend like they mean more than the Bible, which is idolatry, by the way. That isn't the word Catholic. You're making that shit up. We can pull it up easily.
Yeah, I don't know what Bible you have. And either way, even if they were adults, that doesn't make it better.
It's so Na'arim is the plural of nar. Dumbass. Nar is singular. Saying Narim is going to be multiple of them. Nar means small, young, insignificant, boy, youth.
Yeah. No, but like, even if they were adults,
Let's say they're adults.
how does that make it? Yeah, no. Even if they were though, even if they were adults, it doesn't mean it's warranted, let alone even good. Like,
The science of bear mauling.
So, I pulled it up in the Tanakh just so that we
Good
could have
boy.
that. Okay, alright. Gonna make me act up.
I got a new cologne the other day. It's like a leathery smell. Love it. Gotta head out to work. You have a good one, Tatubin. Appreciate you being here.
A group of young men.
Why do we have so many fucking people on YouTube? Holy shit. You guys can request up on YouTube. The link is... Oh, there we go. One sec. How's it going, one?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. You over the age of 18?
Yeah.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
Are we referring to a god attached to some type of religious
deity.
dogma? Like, that's the only argument I can use?
Any god, any deity. I don't give a fuck what it is. There's no evidence for any god ever in all of existence to exist.
Yeah, I just... my belief is more based off just my own independent, I guess, a form of deism. That's just...
Sure. Why do you believe that there was some sort of a creator?
It just for the fact that there's order, right? Just that everything, like, something has to be maintaining everything.
Yeah, we are the one universe out of possibly trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of universes that all failed. We are the one that succeeded. That is not... That's just how it works.
This one could fail.
Anthropic principle, brother. Anthropic principle. That has nothing to do with a god. You have to demonstrate that a god made it to say that a god made it.
Oh, God didn't have to make it. He just existed. He just exists alongside it. Like,
why do you believe that?
All the time.
We lost you there. We can't hear you, brother. If you go off of the app or maybe your phone fell asleep.
I think I got YouTube
there you
up
are.
at the same time.
Yeah, just keep up that. Yeah, it's got issues.
Yeah, I had to close YouTube. No, it's just this an a-religious God. It's just like a mind, just a conscious mind.
Why do you believe that?
Existence? that's maintaining order, because
Why do you believe it maintains
something-
order? What about gravity is being maintained by a deity?
What do you mean? What about?
Well, when you
gravity
talk
is
about
being-
order, you're talking about the constants. Gravity is a constant. Why do you believe that some deity is holding gravity together when we know exactly how gravity works? It's called the theory of gravity. By the way, chaos is order. Chaos theory, there literally is order. It's the default state of the universe that all things are order. Why? Because the constants. The universe works in a way that it is in and of itself order. All things must work with order.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not
And it has
separating
nothing to
God
do with
from the
any
universe.
deity or God.
I'm not separating God from the universe. I'm not like making up some guy with a name that sits on a throne or something like that. I'm just saying, like, the universe has a mind
No, it doesn't.
that says, like,
Does the universe have neurons? Does it think? Is it intelligent? You went off the app again.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we exist within the universe, we think.
Congrats. So
So
we are contingent upon the universe. Where does God come into play?
God is, well, the universe. Like, God is all of existence.
God
Like,
is the creator of the universe. By definition, God means all-powerful triomni creator of the universe. So no, the universe is not God. If you want to redefine the universe and call it God, you can worship the universe as you want, but the universe is not a creator of all things. Like, it's
But
not
the
an
universe
intelligent,
always
all-powerful
existed.
thing.
the universe has always existed.
I agree. It's not God, though. It's the universe. We already have a word for the universe, and we have a word for gods. You're redefining the universe as God. That doesn't work. I can also redefine my fucking shoelace as God. It doesn't make it a god. It's still a fucking shoelace.
It's a part of the universe.
It's a shoelace.
Okay.
Is
That
my
is a
shoelace
part
intelligent?
of existence. No, I'm not saying.
Okay,
I'm
so
not saying
stop.
the shoelace is God.
What about the
saying-
universe is intelligent?
You,
No,
living
my
beings
name is Cody. I'm a human being.
are mine.
I am not the universe. The matter that I am made up of comes
Our
from the
mind. I'm
universe.
saying
Yes, I am
God is
contingent
the
upon the
mind of the
universe
universe.
existing for me to exist. That doesn't make me God, and it doesn't make the universe God. It means without the universe, I would not exist. That's all it means. You are making up a definition. You are literally just taking two words, God and universe, and putting them as one thing. There's no reason to do that. The universe is not intelligent. It doesn't think. Why do I think? Because I evolved from different aspects of history, and my matter formed in a way that I have a brain. And this brain developed neuron connectors and processes to be able to observe the universe and process that information in this thing called a brain and store it as memory, conscious and unconscious, long-term and short-term, to be able to be this conscious being. It has nothing to do with a god. It does not make me a god. It does not make me a creator of the universe. It doesn't make me all powerful. It doesn't make the universe all powerful. It doesn't. No, you are just taking two words and putting them
I'm
together.
not. Let me just be clear. I'm not saying you or any individual thing within existence is God. I'm just saying, like,
Wonderful.
everything is a
Demonstrate the
part-
universe is intelligent. Then
Well, it's just the order, the fact that it's maintained.
how is order intelligent? What is intelligent about mass bending space-time causing other mass to roll towards it? What is intelligent about that? It's just how the world works. When we're talking about constants, we're not talking about we're not making up
Okay.
things. We're describing how the universe works.
Without
Gravity
that
is not
mass.
intelligent. Does gravity think? No. Do we know how gravity works? Yes. Is there
What it
intelligence
comes
behind it?
from.
No.
What it comes from is intelligence. There's no.
What do you
intelligence
mean?
behind
That is
gravity.
a nonsensical answer.
Mass. Cody.
What
mass.
it comes from
Mass.
is intelligent.
No.
Cody,
There is
mass
in-
is not intelligent.
And I get what I'm saying. Like,
Okay, what about mass is intelligent?
to form worlds, to form.
What about mass is intelligent?
What, gravity form?
What about gravity is intelligent?
What about gravity itself? It's a force. It doesn't have to. It just has
Do
to
you know
be.
how it works?
What, gravity and mass? How does gravity and mass work?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sit down and make a whole explanation for you. We can look that up. But the point is the
You keep on saying the universe is
maybe-
intelligent. There's no intelligence behind mass attracting mass. It's natural. You have space-time curvature.
Then why does it exist?
Mass has weight. It bends space-time. When it bends space-time, smaller mass rolls into it with the pull. There is nothing intelligent about that. It is size,
Why?
weight, mass, and distance. That is it. E equals mc squared, my brother in Odin. There is nothing intelligent about it. It is a natural phenomenon without intelligence, without neurons. There is no mind behind that. It is natural. If I roll a ball, it is natural.
I'm gonna head out. All right.
All right,
See
brother.
ya.
Oh, he left. The YouTube caller left as well.
Oof. He wasn't getting very far.
Nope. He's one of those panpsychists that believe all things are intelligent.
Well, remember, if you're not tapping, you're napping.
Amen, sister.
Go ahead and tap that screen like the Romans tapped Jesus, which is to say furiously and also not at all at the same time.
We have almost 100 people on YouTube. I need you guys on TikTok to start sharing.
Heck yeah, guys. So
If you're on
everyone's
YouTube,
aware-
request up.
Yeah, so everyone's aware though in the comments, if you hit repost, it kind of puts us out there in the algorithm more. When you hit the share button, if you hit copy link, it also pushes us out to a lesser extent. But the best way is to send this out to your friends. So send us out to everyone, and we'll see what we can do.
Go for it, Kashka.
Hey guys. I'm gonna say what he said. We need to take our thumb, put it over Cody's face, and hold it down, and a page will come up where you can repost and share. You could send like 100 out. He's got over 5,000 people now, and TikTok. We need to pull it together. So tap, share, and repost. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks, Cody.
I will never get used to that accent.
Is it good or bad?
No, it's hilariously just country. That is like the most southern.
Is that bad?
It's not bad.
Okay. Stop teasing me.
It's hilarious. It reminds me of
Okay.
home.
Oh, good. I like that. Okay, Cody. Stop it. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. What do you mean bad, Lone Tree? Like, just shut up. Yeehaw. So what made you turn into atheism instead of agnosticism? Okay, agnostic and theist are two different things. That accent comes with apple pie and a shotgun. Yeah, agnostic. So when you add a, it's just lacking. And when you say gnostic, it's knowledge. So if you're agnostic, you do not know. If you're gnostic, you do know. If you're theist, you do believe. If you're atheist, you lack that belief. So some things I'm agnostic on, some things I'm gnostic on, but I am an atheist, period. I lack a belief in God. Whether I know some things or don't know some things is a different question.
If you're an eggnog stick, you're probably delicious because eggnog is delicious.
I do like eggnog. I kind of want some beer.
I'm over here enjoying. Well, I don't know if I can say it on live, so
Go for it.
it's legal. It's Smirnoff Ice. They're coolers. They're basically a malt cooler. Pretty good.
Lunch beer. You know what? Don't fucking judge me. It's a day off, and it's a temptation.
We love our temptations here. Everyone knows we became an atheist just to sin.
Yes.
Well, if you could demonstrate Jesus to be real, that'd help me with my temptations.
Jesus can help you with the temptations. Beer will help you gain weight, Cody. No. Not good weight.
No, not a good weight at all.
By the way, Double Donkey, your god literally fucking made wine, so don't act like drinking is bad.
I think that the YouTube chat open too.
Yeah, we got a lot more on YouTube today. The only problem is YouTube is more loyal, so we don't get as many opposition.
Yeah. I'm just gonna mute you on YouTube. That way I don't hear myself talk. There we go. Angela, you could try to request up. I don't even remember what you were talking about when it came up.
I'm closed off to new ideas, yet you can't describe or demonstrate anything that you said. Sounds like you're closed off to new ideas because anything that opposes your worldview is false automatically. If I'm wrong, I admit it. When you're wrong, you backpedal.
Also, yo, Scribble.
Universe is just our world. Cosmos describes all things in and out. That's why I use universe instead of cosmos, because I don't know if there are any other universes. So if we find out there's other universes, we're talking about the cosmos. I've seen people start shaking and falling down saying that they can feel the Holy Spirit. Same, bro. I was one of those people. You know what it actually was? Hyperventilation. You guys don't understand. I was the most indoctrinated Christian theist there is. I believed in flat earth. I believed NASA was fake. I believed I could talk in tongues. I believed healing. I believe all of my visions, all of my dreams were true. The Bible was 100% literal. There is nothing wrong in the Bible. God could do no. I was the farthest hardcore Christian.
And I was Catholic, so that means that I believed we ate people every now and then.
You want to be a witch? I'll teach you the ways of the law.
Darwin saved me from my sins when I was in my early 20s.
Yesterday?
That was a lot. It's been a long time since I've been in my early 20s, man.
We're the same age, ain't we?
I'm 29.
Damn near.
I turned 30 in, well, about a month.
Old!
Yeah.
Cosmos used to mean a universe governed by law, as opposed to chaos, a hypothetical universe without law. Would be so I was wrong to read Dawkins, where the doll and the minister touch you. Again, there's nothing. Etymology of cosmos, that means multiverse, nothing. It's a strange definition of cosmos, Cody. I think I got that from Carl Sagan, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna bug your YouTube chat. Any of you guys ever hear of Displate? I've been trying to decide if I want to order from them or not. It's completely off topic, but
I don't just dismiss you like that. What I do is say you're wrong because of XYZ, and then you cry like a bitch instead of explaining why you're actually correct. If I bring a defeater and you just go, nuh-uh, that's not an argument. And just because you say I'm dismissing you, yeah, I'm explaining why you're wrong. If I am wrong in my explanation, in my rebuttal, you have to demonstrate how, why, where I'm wrong. Just because you feel dismissed, sorry, cry harder in chat. Thanks for the engagement.
we never landed on the sun.
Request up, Angel. Jesus Christ. You can either request up or get muted in chat. You better subscribe, Chris.
I gotta go on this website and get a poster made of Cody leaning on his hand, because that's like the iconic.
I'm sorry?
Know? I was just talking about trying to get a poster made of you leaning on your hand like you do when you get stressed out. That should be the merch. A merch line of your various faces.
They got memes of them in Discord.
Oh, I know.
I think Beige makes like the majority of the memes.
Probably.
Yeah, YouTube is kicking TikTok's ass right now.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what would happen if I went vertical.
Watching TV.
How many on YouTube? 80. I need a mug that has a picture of your chin that says the chin of truth.
See, man, why am I blanking on what? I just keep saying Welsh. What the fuck, man? Ethan?
Evan.
Evan, okay. My brain's half on. You can't put me and Evan in charge of merch. We'll do some vile things.
If you guys want to make some merch or whatever, post it in Discord. I'm going to be doing monthly limited time drops where I drop something once a month and never fucking do it again. Limited time stuff. That way the loyal fans can have special stuff no one else has. AC. Naruto. What is up?
What's up, Evidence? How you been?
Doing all right, brother. You over the age of 18?
Yes, sir.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
I'm an atheist. I'm friends with Fayborn biologist, and I watch your channel all the time.
Awesome,
Uh,
brother.
I just had a quick question for him, if he doesn't mind, or if you don't mind
Yeah, go for
as
it.
well. So I was thinking about this the other day, and I was talking with Godless Heathen, or
Godless engineer.
Goddess Heathen.
Goddess heathen.
Oh.
Yeah, and she told me to search out a biologist. She told me to go talk to Oblivion or you. So I've been thinking, like, in my head, I hate death, right? That scares me, right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much to do in the world, right? We've probably only done like 1% of the things we can possibly do. So
True.
to live longer, that would be amazing, because I have children and I want to see them do all the things I've done in my life, and I would like to do more things in my life. So slowing the aging process is like pique my interest type of thing. Do you think
Yeah.
that it's possible to find a chemical to slow the biological aging process?
Genuinely off the top of my head, I would possible. Okay, the problem is that when we get possible, mayhaps, but it would be so, like, the way I think of it is different parts of your body age in different ways for different reasons. So to find one chemical that would be able to help slow the totality of the process, or even begin to slow it, I don't. Unless there's something that's missing my head right now, I just don't see that as a probable, if at all. Like, it might be extending possible even. To think, like, I don't know, and that'd be where I'd be at.
Okay, so do you think it's something that could be looked into or should be looked into?
It's consistently looked into.
It is consistently looked into? Oh.
We used to live.
I would imagine. I don't think they're looking for one specific chemical or anything like that. But I mean,
Sorry about
there's
that.
always
I got a phone call. My bad.
Oh, you're good. I don't think there's one specific chemical or anything, but there's always work in the next, like, benefit for mankind. Like, they never stop with that. So, I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't know of any off the top of my head, though.
Okay, it's just something I'll look into further then. All right. Appreciate you guys. I'm about to get another phone call, so I guess I'm dropping off for here.
Yeah, brother.
Peace out, AC.
Have a good one. We're gonna get in-depth in here.
Is he loaded in?
He's loading. I don't think he's here anymore. All right, I'm gonna let him go. You have power. I'm gonna run to the restroom. You can request up anyone. If you guys are atheist and have questions as well, go on ahead and request. May as well.
Giving me power is a mistake right now. I got a lot of medicine in my system. Hey guys, if you're not tapping, you're napping down in the comments. Make sure you hold your finger on Cody's face when he gets back and share it out, as has already been said. If you're over in the YouTube chat, feel free to jump up in that link that they have over there. Cody can talk to you. You can't talk to me over on YouTube, though. I only appear over here. That's my superpower. In Crocs, atheism, it is the position. Well, sorry, I'm fucking tired. So it's the rejection of the positive God claim. It basically is the neutral stance. I lack that belief. It doesn't hold to the belief as being true or false. It's that they lack that belief, and without a further justification or evidence, they cannot adopt that belief. Oh yeah, I love the Fallout and Resident Evil games. They're some of my favorites, actually. Fallout specifically, Resident Evil to a lesser extent, just because I haven't played as many. I always forget the YouTube chat is behind. Oh shoot, my YouTube chat's behind. Oh, New Vegas is definitely my all-time favorite. Realistically speaking, I still play it. Crimson Desert? I heard that's a fun game. I don't remember if I ever played Resident Evil 4. I might not have. I'd have to look at my Steam. Oh gosh. I'm leaking fluids. That's what Cody's chat needs to hear. Let's see. Anyone on the guest request? No one's on the guest request over here on TikTok. I can't check the YouTube one. That's a Cody thing. I'm not saying Resident Evil 4 wasn't good. I just don't think I've ever played it. Oh, we got a Cody. Correct. Cody has a specific argument for it. I wouldn't necessarily hold that position, but Cody's argument is sound. When they get back, they can give it to you. I don't remember every piece of it off the top of my head. Yeah, his position would be the given title. Oh, I'm just a biologist that helps with the evolution claims and general vibe. Not today though. Today I'm sick. Oh, I'm sorry for not being entertaining right now, guys. These allergies or sickness, whatever's going on, is catching up with me. That being said, If anyone in the comments wants to request up, I can talk to you until Cody gets back. I'm good. I'll feel better in a little bit. Just gotta wait for the medicine to kick in.
Sorry about that. I had to get my protein. What's up, guy?
Hey, how's it going? I just have a quick question. I'm not going to be on here long. I do believe in God. I'm just curious to why, like, I see so many atheists on TikTok posting God's not real, God is fake, and this and that. I'm just wondering if God is not real, or if you're an
It's fun
atheist
to
or
debate.
agnostic.
And I enjoy
Yeah,
philosophy and religion. That's why. Is God real or not? I explained why we do it.
I didn't even ask my question yet, but
You're asking the same question
I mean,
every
yeah.
other person that is theistic and wants to troll does. If you don't believe in this God, why do you spend so much time on him? If you don't believe in God, why do you talk about him so much? Why do you talk about him? Why do you argue about him? Why do you debate about him? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because it's in schools, it's in government, and indoctrination leads to false ideologies and dangerous beliefs that cause very dangerous things. That's why we do this. We teach people how to think critically, and to think critically ends up not believing in God. So, would you like to actually provide something of substance or just another dumbass argument?
I mean, I came off here respectful.
I don't give a shit. I'm not here for your feelings.
Why do you practice magic but not God? I don't want to practice your God. He does enough tricks for me on the weekends.
Fast. Oh, breezy. After hearing so many Christian call her baby paste, copy paste, I no longer care if their feelings get hurt. Yeah, pretty much. I do not know about the meso thing. What's up with that? What's meso doing? Sure. Says the guy crying in chat. Oh, reported.
What the fuck is he gonna report us for?
Yeah, that is the Breezy.
Who the fuck is Breezy?
I don't know.
Okay.
Victoria was going to request and explain it. You can request up, MDef.
Well, Guy wants to join our circle jerk. I wonder if he's gonna be the middleman.
Breezy with Mezzo. Yeah, Victoria, request up. I'm curious now. Here, I'm going to invite you up. Koshka is 100% correct. There you are. All right, explain.
Hi. Okay, so greetings first, heathens. And Bezo, he has this challenge that sometimes he like asks the religious people to do, which is basically to um, guess a word that he had written on the back of his Bible or the front of his Bible after he had finished deconstructing. So he asked them to like perform this miracle, that, like, because they come to him and say, "Oh, we talk to God, God talks to me," and stuff like that. And I think Breezy is one of them. So he basically always asks them, "Hey, if you can perform this, there are so many hundreds of people watching on here and on YouTube, and if you can do that, we can all just convert and go to church tomorrow and see what's happening." So they never do it, and this guy Breezy, he has been stringing us along for, oh my god, probably 2 months now or something, because he kind of swore that, oh, God's going to give him the answer, and that he was going to fast and come back and perform this miracle, and he hasn't been doing that. He hasn't done that, and he keeps pushing it and pushing it. So Mezzo, I think this is it this week. He told him that by this coming Wednesday, if he doesn't perform it, then he will not. He's going to reveal the world, just so that because everybody tells him there's no word and like you're lying. So he's going to reveal it. So that's basically
That is pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to go.
I'll let you down. It's okay. I appreciate you hopping up and explaining that to me. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Koshka, Wodenson on YouTube is saying that you're awesome. And also said hi. Breezy also said he'd become an atheist if he got the wrong word. Ooh. What's up, Sebastian? Have a good one, Tutubin. You see that, Kent or Woden? Wodenson on YouTube, Kashka. Atheist Garage. Mezzo uses his garage as his streaming studio. Mezzo's pretty fucking awesome. I don't watch him nearly enough, but I do like him. I wonder what would happen if we did this in vertical. I wonder, I'm going to look up and see how views do in comparison.
I always see more vertical, so that's the hard part.
Yeah, I see more vertical as well. Performs way better. Okay. I'm going to restart the stream. And we're going to test TikTok stream in vertical. YouTube, you're still going to be horizontal. YouTube is both horizontal and vertical, but we're going to do TikTok as vertical. I'm going to go ahead and test that out. So I'll be right back. Let's adjust the settings real quick. Why is it not? Okay, there's that. Let's change. Why is it? Oh, wow, it's showing an old, wow, that's funny. Wow. Let's change the background. Okay. Okay, so there's that. It's flipped though. So let's flip that. Apply. Okay, and then we're going to make the text fit. Let's go on ahead and make the text smaller and fit. Is that smaller? Not quite. Wonderful. All right, let's go live on that one. All right, first time ever streaming vertical on TikTok. See how this works out. Let's change the live goal. Or follower. We don't need that. Let's delete that. Yo, W for Tom with the 500 super chat. Hello from Norway. Have you heard of a group from Norway called La Prusse? I have not. Who are they? Let's see if we can get the I wonder if I can get the YouTube chat on here at all. Let's see what is that do? Okay, that works. Let me make it way smaller. Let's try that. That might be okay. Cool. Literally 0 viewers. Holy crap. So it like reset the algorithm. That's crazy. That's awesome. And there are unfortunately enough stupid women who go along with it because they like it. Rule with that, courts and everything. Huh? All right, we are officially vertical. This is weird, dude. What's up, Garrett? All right, let's go ahead and get the requests up. There's that. Cool. Vertical it is. Garrett, let's get you in here. What is
What's
up, Garrett?
going on? Nothing much, man. What's going on with you?
Going all right, brother. You over the age of 18?
Yes, sir. I'm 18 on the dot.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Okay. What you got for me today?
What are your concerns or questions regarding Christianity?
I have none. God isn't real.
What has caused you to believe that, or what lack of evidence has caused you to not
There
believe
is no
that?
evidence for God. Prove me wrong.
Okay. Would you agree that Jesus was at least a real person historically?
Nope.
You know he's the most documented person
No, he's not.
that ever lived.
There's more evidence for Santa Claus than there is for Jesus. We have contemporary witnesses for Santa Claus.
Have you even done your research at all?
I know you haven't. What evidence do you have? Josephus, Tacitus, and Pliny are not contemporary, by the way. Tacitus was also edited, and Josephus was a Jew and didn't even believe he was the Messiah. They were historians. Josephus also talked about Hercules. Just because a historian talks about something that somebody believes doesn't mean it exists.
What about the apostles and disciples who were executed?
There aren't. That's a claim in the book.
And historically documented.
No, it's not. Name one historical document about it. Name one.
Okay, so to get this straight, you don't believe the Bible is historical?
Name a historical document. No, the Bible's false. Genesis 1:1 states God created the heavens and the earth. Genesis 1:14 states God created the sun, moon, and stars. That is false. We know the earth is younger than the sun. The Bible says otherwise. All evidence contradicts it and therefore is false. The Bible is very false about many things. It also states that rabbits chew cud. That is false too. Not even possible. They don't have the stomach. So again, what evidence do you have?
The Bible states that what chews cud? You cut out.
Rabbits. It says rabbits chew cud. They literally don't have the stomach to be able to do that. It is false. It also says the earth is older than the sun. That is false.
Okay.
Can you also prove that God made the universe?
Not physically, no. I rely on
Well, it's an
faith.
empirical thing, and faith is belief without evidence, which is also stupid. You're indoctrinated. Indoctrinated means believe or spreading a belief uncritically. You have no evidence.
I would argue that you're indoctrinated.
How? Indoctrination means spreading a belief uncritically. What do I believe uncritically? I have evidence for all of my beliefs. You have zero evidence for your God.
Okay. What is the evidence that someone built your house?
The fact that it exists, and houses don't exist without being built by human beings. I could also go find blueprints for it. What evidence do you have that God created the universe?
In the same sense that you have evidence that a human being created your house.
What blueprint do you have that the universes are built by gods?
God. Nothing can exist without a creator.
False.
Nothing
Energy.
on
First law of thermodynamics. Energy cannot be created. Prove energy was created by God.
Everything is created by God.
False.
And everything.
That's a claim. First law of thermodynamics says you're full of shit. Demonstrate how the first law of thermodynamics is false, and then write a peer-reviewed paper and change all of science.
Okay, I have one last thing to say. Will you please not interrupt me and then put your counterpoint directly afterwards? Okay. If your brain was just made and your body was just made by happenstance, by random events in the universe, then how can you trust it to come up with a single logical thing if it was all
Logic
made
is
by
grounded in
chance?
axioms, same as mathematics. We test things against the axioms of reality that are true. Things exist, that's an axiom. Axioms are self-evident truth, which means that they are the evidence of themselves. I don't need to prove to you things exist. It is the evidence of itself. What evidence do you have for God?
Exactly. The evidence I have for God is I'm here drawing breath and speaking to you in this current
That's
moment.
the evidence to explain that, and the mechanism in which that is possible is evolution. It's a scientific theory proven time and time again. It is a fact. Demonstrate that God made people.
Cannot physically or empirically demonstrate God made people.
People are empirical. You are making a scientific empirical claim when you say that God made people. If you want to talk metaphysics, we can talk about, can God have specific attributes? Is this possible? Is it logical? Does it work with physics? If you say then that God, that unicorn, created something in the actual world that is no longer metaphysical, it's empirical. You have to demonstrate it to be true. We could talk about unicorns all day. Could they have fur or could they have hair? Could they be 30 feet tall? Could they be 12 feet tall? That is metaphysics. To say something actually exists in the world is no longer metaphysics. It is empirical. It requires demonstration for it to be true. What evidence do you have for God?
So essentially you're saying there's no evidence for God.
There is zero evidence for God. 100% of it is faith. Hebrews 11:1.
Which states?
Yeah, faith is the evidence for things unseen. And faith by literal definition is belief without evidence. So you're literally indoctrinated by all definitions. You believe and spread beliefs based on faith, which is belief without evidence, which is to say that it is uncritical. To think critically is to critique and scrutinize things until you know that they are true beyond reasonable doubt. So you, again, are indoctrinated. I believe things by evidence. Do you have any evidence for God?
Yes.
Provide it.
Will you not interrupt me?
Well, when you say 2 + 2 = 5, I'm going to interrupt you and correct you.
Why do you not have the patience to...
Why do you not have evidence for God?
I do.
Then stop crying and provide it.
I haven't cried once.
You're crying right now. You're whining. Why do you keep interrupting me? Every single time I've interrupted you, I have been correct in what you're assuming and about to say, and corrected you before you even said it. I have done this for so long, I know what you're saying. And I've been correct every single time. Not once have I said something you say that's not what I was going to say. I have been accurate. So, go on ahead with your next fallacious argument. I will wait.
You know the Bible states there is no God.
The Bible also states that the universe was created and the earth is older than the sun. It is false. I don't give a fuck what your Bible says. Prove it true. Prove God.
The fool says in his heart there is no God.
This is what you sound like.
You're literally...
Prove it. Prove God exists. The fool believes things without evidence. You are the fool.
There's a way that seems right to a man.
Wonderful. Prove it. Prove God.
Prove God?
Yep.
Personally, my evidence and my belief in God
is based in faith.
Yes, but there's an addition to that I would like to add. I was never forced into Christianity. I was never told to believe in a God. Okay?
Your parents are atheist?
They believe in God, but they don't
Okay,
speak
so
about
you're still indoctrinated. You grew up in a Christian household.
Not even close. See, you
Are
interrupt
they Christian?
people. You interrupt.
Are your
people
parents
before they
Christian?
explain. No.
Cool. There you go.
They believe in God, but they don't love or submit to God. Let me put it that way.
Are they Christian? Do they claim to be Christian? Whether you agree or
No.
not, do they claim to be Christian?
They do not claim to be Christian.
Is
no.
there a cross anywhere in their house?
Yes, but it belongs to me.
Okay, so you've seen cross. Okay. Growing up, were there ever crosses? Was there ever a Bible? Did you ever go to church?
Of my own volition and free will.
Did you ever go to church with your parents growing up?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, you live in the West, so it's not surprising that you're a believer in Jesus Christ. If you were born in India, you'd be a Hindu. If you're born in Islam, you'd be a Muslim. Anyways, what evidence do you have for God?
Will you not interrupt me?
Stop whining and provide the evidence.
You're the only one whining.
I know you are, but what am I? What is up, Ron? Hello?
Hello? Hi,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yeah, you over the age of 18?
Yes.
Awesome. Which God do you believe in, brother?
I am, I'll tell you how I started. I was a non-practicing Christian. My wife is Muslim, non-practicing. So I've done a lot of research on the Hadiths, the Bible, and a lot of science. And what I'd like to demonstrate to you is how science brought me closer to God.
Okay.
Like Isaac Newton, he was a scientist who science brought him closer to God. So I'll give you some
Einstein
examples.
doesn't believe in God. Do you want to use another scientist? I can name you more
I mean,
scientists
Isaac
that
Newton,
are
I'm sorry.
atheists than... No, I know.
No, I'm sorry, Isaac Newton.
I know. You
Yeah.
brought up one scientist as if that's credibility for the truthfulness that a God does exist, and I brought up another scientist as if it's credibility that there is no God. That's not how that works. That's called to an appeal to authority fallacy. Just because someone smart believes in something doesn't make it true.
Well, I'll give you some of my examples, and you tell me how you feel. Do you know what the zinc blast is?
No.
This is when
You
a
mean
sperm
when
cell.
it's inside of the womb and the sperm meets the egg and there's the zinc blast that creates a flash of light?
Yes.
Okay, got you. Yeah, that's not evidence of a God.
Well, to me, I know to you it doesn't.
No,
To
it's a
me,
chemical
that's
reaction
when
by
life
literal
begins.
definition. It's literally zinc. That is the
Yes.
flash. It is zinc. It is a literal chemical reaction. It has nothing to do with a God.
So, do you know where the zinc is stored? that
Brother,
creates
what
this
does it have
blast?
to do with a God? Did God make it happen?
I believe so. I
Believe so. Why?
What science?
How do you believe so?
Well-
What justification, what evidence tells you that God made zinc do that?
Okay, we don't know. Science does not know where the zinc is stored.
Yeah, it does.
And they
Let's
know
look it
how
up.
it happens. Sure, look it up. Look where zinc is stored from the zinc blast. They know why it occurs because we know it's zinc.
All right. Zinc is primarily extracted from the mineral sphalerite, which is a zinc sulfide and the most commonly significant source, containing up to 67% zinc by mass. Other zinc ore minerals include smithsonite and another thing I can't pronounce, which are typically found in the weathered or oxidized zones of ore bodies. Zinc deposits primarily in the body. That's what I want. In the body of conception. Stored in the egg's cortex. There you go.
So it's stored in the egg's cortex,
Yep.
and it creates this blast because it's a chemical reaction
Yep.
that I believe it creates life. I believe this is the spirit.
Whatever you
Of
want to
course, there's no
believe. What
evidence.
evidence do you have for it?
Right. Well, I'm just saying the blast itself to me is not like pure evidence, but
It's
I have
not
some other
evidence
things
at
I'd like to
all.
discuss.
It's a natural phenomenon. There's no evidence telling you that God did that. There's no reason to
Okay.
believe that a God has anything to do with that.
Can I give you another example?
Sure.
So, how was the moon formed?
Gravity.
Well, explain.
Yeah, gravity. Things collide. Rocks collide. Spheroids
Oh.
are formed through collisions.
Okay, so the belief is in science that we got the Earth's tilt because a
Gravity.
object hit the Earth.
Yes. That we know this to be true. We can observe other planets and their formations. Hubble telescope.
Okay. Right. So I'm saying is the Earth was on its tilt because we believe something hit the Earth.
No, we know
creating-
that something hit the Earth. We know that this happens. We know how it happens. We have tools to be able to demonstrate, scrutinize, and test to know whether it's true or not. This is why science exists. We test things. We know them to be true beyond reasonable doubt. You are unreasonable to doubt it. That is what it means to prove something in
I'm
science.
not saying I doubt it. I never said I doubted it. I'm agreeing with you,
Do
actually.
you have evidence that a god made Earth or the moon?
No, what I'm saying is, do you know what angle the tilt is?
I don't care. What evidence do
Well,
you
you
have that a
should.
god did it?
Well, no, I'm just saying the tilt is 23.5 degrees.
Couldn't care less. Are you about to
which-
go into numerology, seriously?
No, I'm just telling you what it is, because why is this so important?
I couldn't
Because
care
the
less.
Moon, without the moon, we would not have human life, correct?
I have no idea. Couldn't care less. What does this have to
But
do with
just
God?
Google it.
I don't care.
How
What does
did-
this have to do with
So-
God?
Okay, well, my point is the debris from this object hitting the Earth, creating this perfect tilt.
Dude, you know that the
Now
tilt
they-
fucking changes? It goes back
What
and
do you
forth
gotta
like
curse
this.
for? I'm not disrespectful to you.
Did
Just
you know that
remember
the
I'm
Earth
being
does
respectful.
this? Did you know that the Earth does this?
But do you know that the
Did you know that
moon
the Earth
stops it
does
from a
this and
massive
changes?
wobble?
You literally just stated that the perfect tilt that doesn't change, i.e., you believe that it does this 24/7. So you're
It has a
false.
wobble.
You're wrong. It goes back and forth.
No, I'm not.
So what evidence do you have that God
It
has
is
anything
never
to do with that?
perfectly straight. So understand
Wonderful.
it's
So
never
what evidence
perfectly
do you have that
straight.
God does that?
So I'm saying is the moon was created.
Wonderful.
By all
So
the
what evidence
debris
do you have
forming
that
the
God
moon.
did it?
Well, without a moon, there'd be no human life.
Wonderful. What
And the
evidence
moon
do you
is
have
in
that
its
God did
perfect
that?
spot.
Wonderful. What evidence
Well,
do you
the
have that
moon
God
is-
did that?
What is the probability of the moon being in its perfect
100%.
spot?
What evidence do you have that God
Oh,
did
really?
it?
So where else in the universe have
Yeah.
you seen
Do you
a
know
moon
how
like ours?
probability works? Probability requires comparison. So our Earth, a life-giving planet, has this moon that is rotating in its way. There is not, to our knowledge, another Earth or life-bearing planet like Earth that has the same
Absolutely.
moon or a moon at all that is going to work the same way. The probability is 100% that our moon and our planet do what they do. There is nothing to compare it to. So again, let's say that you're correct and it's highly improbable. Prove God did it. How do you know Voldemort didn't do it? How do you know that
Well, that's like
Clombadrop
you-
didn't do that or my shoelace? Maybe I'm God. Maybe I did it. You have the same amount of evidence for me doing it that you do for a God doing it. Again, what
Well-
evidence do you have for God?
Well, I'm saying the moon being in its perfect
I don't
place, the way
care.
it was
What evidence
formed-
do you have that God did it?
So, do you want me to give you another example?
No, I want you to say how God did it.
Well, the probability of the moon being in its perfect spot for human life, where
Dude,
we've never
it's in the
seen it,
Goldilocks
we are so
zone.
unique.
It's one specific place in a massive fucking millions of miles zone. It
Why
could
do
have
you
been
feel the
in.
need to curse?
Oh my God, are you gonna get upset about
I'm
me saying
asking.
fuck? This is a 18 and
Yes, I
old.
do.
This is an 18 and
I know.
older live stream where adults use profane words.
I know. So be an adult and don't curse. I'm not
Fuckity
cursing
fuck
to
fuck
you.
fuck fuck you. Go do your own show
Okay.
and then you can tell people not to curse and kick them when they do curse. This is my show.
Okay, well, people see how you are, but I can
I
give you
don't
another
give a
example
shit.
if you
No,
like.
we're on an example already. You're saying that the moon is proof of God. Prove God put it there.
Because we are so unique, there's nothing like us.
Prove
That's my
God did
point.
it.
Prove he didn't do it.
Yeah, there's no evidence to justify a belief that he did do it. Now prove God did it. You have the burden of proof. I'm not
Well-
saying a positive claim that a unicorn put my moon here. You are saying a unicorn put your moon there. Prove it. You have the
I'm saying
burden,
there's-
not me.
I'm saying there's no other moon like it that does so much for out. Without this moon, we would not. be
Dude,
here to
gravity
exist.
is why it is there. Gravity is your answer. When I ask you to demonstrate that God put it there and you can't, A, it's because God didn't fucking do it. B, we already have the mechanism in which it did. The mechanism is called gravity. That is why the moon is there. Literally.
perfect place. In
Yes,
its
it's
perfect
called
place.
gravity, dude. It's called a constant of the universe. It's a constant. Gravity is
Yes,
why the moon is there. That has nothing to do with God. Demonstrate that God put it there.
What I'm saying is the perfect placement of the moon.
It's,
That's the
dude, it could
problem
have
you're
been
having.
anywhere else in the Goldilocks
So
zone.
you're saying it's chance. It's chance.
No, dude, I'm saying that it could have been other places in the Goldilocks zone too. It's not just one specific place that it could have been. We're in the
And if the
Goldilocks
moon
zone, which
wasn't-
is millions of miles. It could have been
Yes,
in many
I
other
totally
places.
understand that.
So
You're
it
very
could have been
unusual in
different.
that,
It could
trust
have
me.
been closer. It could have been further. The distance between us and the sun changes by hundreds of millions of miles every year. There's nothing like quote unquote perfect and set in stone about the earth, the sun, and the moon.
Well, the moon is, because if it was further
It is
out,
there
the
because of
gravita-
gravity, dude. How many times
But
do
if
I
it
have to
was
say this?
further- but if it was
Listen,
further out, the
listen to my word,
gravitational
Ron.
forces wouldn't be
Listen
as
to my
strong.
words. Ron, it is there because of gravity. What evidence do you have that it is there because of a God?
If it was further out, we would not be alive today. That's
It
what
is
my
here
point is.
because gravity. That's why the moon exists
So-
in the first place.
Can I
Anthropic
move
principle.
on to
The
my
only
next
reason
one?
you're able to observe and say that this is miraculous is because you are an observer. There are many other planets where it did not work out this way, and there's no observer there to say it should have been this way. We are
Yes,
100%
alone.
probability of being. I don't even agree with that, dude. There's no evidence. We have not fucking traveled throughout the entire fucking cosmos to say that there's no other
What
fucking
we
life.
have seen in the universe, there's nothing like us. True? Yes.
Yet,
We are alone.
I don't know. I'm completely agnostic on this. You
So
don't know
where
that we're
there's
alone.
Human life?
No,
You
you
know
do
there's
not.
human life?
Tell me for a fact that there's no other life. And no, there would be. It wouldn't be human life, dude. Evolution is
I
why
know.
we are Homo sapiens. We
This is
evolved to
what
be
makes
the
us
way
so
that we are.
unique. This is what makes
Unique
us
does
so
not
unique.
make
That's my
God,
point.
dude.
Oh, really? So what's the probability
What
of another human
evidence
life
do
out
you
there?
have that God made life?
What evidence don't you? That's my point.
You're the one
We
with the
are so
claim that a
unique.
unicorn made us. Stop shifting the
No, I'm
burden of
not saying
proof.
unicorn. I said
You
the
are
moon
using
in
a
its perfect
fallacy.
place.
Stop. Be quiet. You're using a fallacy. You're incapable of proving your point true. You shift the burden onto me and say it's incorrect. Check this out.
Not
I'm
at
going
all. I
to
proved
pause.
to you
Shut
that
up.
the
I'm going to make
Earth's-
you shut up since you don't know how to. I'm going to use your logic against you. Do you believe that I can fly like Superman? I can fly like Superman. Do you believe this to be true? Unmute yourself and answer.
You got to prove it.
Oh, that's fucking crazy. Prove me wrong.
Well, I just told you the Earth's 23.
No. I can fly. I can fly like
very unusual. We've never seen that in the universe.
I can fly like Superman. Prove me wrong.
Again, I'd like to move on to an since you're not understanding.
Coward. Let's get Liam in here. What's up, Liam? How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, man.
Awesome. You over
How
the
are
age
you?
of 18, brother?
I am.
All right, wonderful. Which God do you believe in, man?
I believe that Jesus Christ is God.
Sure. All
Yeah.
right. Why do you believe that, and why should I?
That aligns with the Trinity and all of that stuff. This is a hard conversation to have, and I don't even think biblically I'm supposed to be up
Yeah,
here.
you are. First
like,
Peter 3:15.
Yeah, but if someone completely denies,
you can prove
God's.
me wrong.
I understand, and I would like to do that. But listen, the way you were cussing at that older man and
Fuck
stuff.
you.
Can
you demonstrate
fine.
why I'm
Can we
wrong? I
try
don't
not
care
to
about
do
your
that?
feelings.
It's not my feelings, bro. I'm just asking something of you. It's not my feelings. Asking you a
Dude, I
question.
curse when I'm talking. I'm not cursing
Okay,
at
good.
you. I didn't even curse at him. If I
That's
say
fine. I
if
mean,
I say it's fucking stupid
You
to
were
believe
raised
2 plus
poorly. You were raised poorly. I get it. No problem. Let's go. Let's move forward. I get it. I know who you are.
Okay, if I'm in the middle of saying it is fucking stupid to believe 2 plus 2 equals 5, am I cursing at you? Am I being offensive? No. If I say it's fucking stupid to believe that God created the earth when all evidence justifies how the earth was formed, I'm not cursing at you. You getting offended by that is pathetic and childish.
I'm really not.
I wasn't done talking. This is an adult platform. Let's be adults and not get
Emotional.
offended at stupid shit. I know you're being emotional, but what am I? I would love for you to demonstrate that your God is real now instead of whining like a bitch.
Okay. Wow, you're aggressive. I hope we can continue.
Cool. I hope you have a horrible day. Let's get you in here, Christians versus atheists.
Yes.
How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm a girl.
Okay, sorry. Are you over the age of 18?
It's okay. Yes, I am.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
Christian.
Okay, cool. What you got for me today? Why should I be a Christian?
So I would guess I would say just like God in general. I'm not trying to convince you to be a
Sure.
Christian, but I think the proof for God would probably be like abiogenesis, because we know that like life has not been created from non-life, and
Well,
we know that we have like go ahead.
yeah, abiogenesis and evolution are two different studies. Abiogenesis is, we actually have the Miller-Urey experiment that shows that inorganic can become organic. You also believe in abiogenesis. Genesis 1 says that life was created from dirt, which is a non-living thing. So you believe in it anyways. We have evidence supporting abiogenesis, but we're still missing the mechanisms that showcase going from abiogenesis to evolution, which is why I'm not considering it like an absolute fact. I am completely ignorant on abiogenesis, so I don't know if you're studied in it, but I'm not going to be able to go very in depth on that.
Yeah, no, I'm not studying it a lot, but I just know that, of course, they've been, doing some research on it, but they haven't yet proven that life can come from non-life. So I think that would probably be like my strongest argument, because it's like, well, how can something come from nothing?
Sure. I've got two thoughts here. The first thought is we know inorganic can become all of the organic matter that is needed for life to become naturally. We know that's true. So life can come from non-life. With that being said, though, even if I had no evidence for evolution, even if I had no evidence for abiogenesis, and all I could say is I don't know, that still does not equate to therefore God. That's called the God of the gaps logical fallacy. I don't know, therefore God. That's fallacious thinking. It's illogical.
So, but like, okay, but do you agree that the earth was created, right?
No.
Like that. Okay, so then how would we have gotten here if it wasn't created?
Gravity.
Because
gravity formed the earth.
Gravity formed the earth. So the fact that they, haven't been able to prove that like life can come from non-life, like what do you think about that?
If I did not
I know you don't know
anything,
a lot about it, but
my only answer to that, if I had no information, my answer would be I don't know. Demonstrate that God did it.
Gotcha. Okay, so but my thing is like, so I believe that like if you are if you believe in God and stuff like that, that God would ground like logic and reason and things like that. And I don't think that you can have those things without God, because God is like, we believe that we're like, God is a necessary being. So like, how do you ground your logic and your reason if you don't believe in anything?
Yeah, math and logic are grounded in axiomatic principles. Things exist as an axiom. They're self-evident truths. They are the evidence of their own selves. So I don't need to prove to you things exist. It is the evidence of itself. Things do exist. It's obvious. Logic is grounded in that, and so is mathematics. 2 + 2 is something that's man-made, but two things being next to two things has always been four things, with or without math. It's an objective fact of reality. So we don't need God to ground that. We have axioms that ground it, and God is not an axiom because it requires external verification for its truthfulness. It's a claim. Things that aren't claims are going to be something like things exist. It's just a truth of reality.
So you don't need a grounding for your logic?
Absolutely not. Well, yeah, you need a grounding, but I ground it in axioms.
Okay. So like morality and like, all
that's
those
grounded
things.
too.
Like, right.
Well,
so where do you think that came from then? Like if somebody unalives a baby, like how can you say it's wrong?
Yeah, I say it's wrong because I'm a human and I have empathy.
But how did you get that? Like there's no
because
ultimate
we are social
truth.
creatures in a society that requires other people. If all people die, we will die. It is a selfish thing that I want you to be healthy. I want you to be healthy because if all of society dies off, I die. Your best interest is my best interest. It's an evolutionary trait called empathy.
Oh, you're saying empathy is an evolutionary trait?
Yeah, 100%. It's in the brain. It's a chemical reaction.
Man, yeah, I do know it's a chemical reaction, but it's just like, where did those things? I know what you're saying, but like, there
the
has
philosophy
to be some
is
sort
ethics. That's where it comes from, societies and cultures. And it changes. There are still tribes that believe that cannibalism is okay. And since morals are completely subjective, in their culture, it is perfectly fine to do cannibalism. I don't agree with them. And if they came over here, I wouldn't allow it because our culture and our society is completely different and we don't agree with that, which is why we have laws in place to stop that. But that doesn't stop that exists. All morals are subjective. Even your morals are subjective because subjective means it's mind dependent. Your morals are still dependent on a mind. All morals, no matter what way you look at it, are subjective. The other definition of subjective is going to be changes in accordance with taste, feelings, and opinions. So if it changes, if I disagree that it's okay to spank a child and you agree that it's okay to spank a child, we're subjectively disagreeing on a moral that is subjective. All morals are subjective. How does it come? History. We are social creatures. We need each other to survive.
So, okay, but obviously as a Christian, we hold to like objective truth and morality. So you're saying that like if somebody
don't.
unalives a baby, what'd you say?
Your morals are defined by a God's mind. That is by definition subjective. Objective means mind independent. Gravity is objective. It doesn't require my brain. Without our existence, gravity is still true.
Interesting. Okay, I think you got me there.
You're good.
I
I
think I
appreciate
ran out
you,
of
though.
arguments, but thank you for having me up, though.
Yeah, you're
Thank
perfect.
you. I'll
I
keep
appreciate
watching.
the hell out of you. You're an awesome person. You have yourself a good night, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. You too. See you later.
Bye-bye. You see how easy it is to be an honest interlocutor, guys? If you hop in here and cry that I cursed while she was there, too. I didn't curse at her, but I cursed. It's how I talk. It's just in my vocabulary. See how she didn't whine about me cursing? Kind of crazy how we had a phenomenal conversation right there, isn't it? Let's get up Liam. Nah, screw you. Joseph, let's get you. How's it going, Joseph? Am I saying that correct? Joseph?
Yes.
Okay, cool. How's it going, man?
Doing well.
All right. You over the age of 18?
Yes.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
I don't believe in no fucking God.
Okay. Did you have anything you wanted to add or say?
The thing is the way the Christians like go around like fucking spreading their bullshit, I think it's pathetic though. Like they don't know like what happened, like the things that went on to them, like before actually they came here and started like spraying their bullshit.
Yeah.
So I asked a Christian what happened on 793. They wouldn't know, but what happened in 793 AD? The Vikings landed on Lindy's Partner. That was like that's an island, like not far from England. But like the Christian monks used to hang out, used to live there. So the Vikings started like the invasion, like on their land. So like the reason why like the Christians they fucking believe in the Vatican is because like Vikings used to believe in a fucking like
All right. Yeah. Hey, listen, I hear you. I agree with you. I don't know everything you're saying, but I'm going to have to move on to the next theist, okay?
Yeah. Go for it.
You have yourself a good night, all right?
Fuck them up.
Oh, shit. I cut him off. I don't know what he was saying. I probably agree with it, though. Steven, let's get you in here. After Steven, it's going to be Mephi, so hang on tight. How's it going, Steven?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Doing all right, brother. You over the age of 18?
I am.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
So this is the thing. I'm kind of in between. I'm like in a crossroads because
Sure.
I grew up in a Christian like household.
Sure.
But I don't really believe in Christianity as a lot of the Christians that have been on here. So I like to question things, and I see that a lot of Christians kind of fear questioning.
Yes.
So, but I just kind of wanted to pick your brain to see what you think of this, because like throughout history, you see there's Buddhists, there's Muslim, there's Christians, and they all, in history, I've seen so many people think that they need to believe in a higher power. Why do you believe humans throughout so many years had to create this man-made or fictional or supernatural God?
Yeah. Mainly the fear of the unknown. Like when we started realizing that people were dying and we were curious about that, we feared what was happening because we didn't know what's going to be after. So let's say we're in a tribe, right? 250,000 years ago, right after Homo sapiens have become us, right? We are Homo sapiens. And we're in a tribe, and let's say one of my buddies starts a fire because he's cold, and as a joke, I piss on it and put it out. and then the next day a tornado hits and destroys the entire town, right? The coincidence is going to be me doing something mean and then getting disciplined, quote unquote, by nature. Things like that consistently happening is why people started being like, okay, if I do bad things, something happens bad to me. And then let's say someone makes a fire for someone who is cold, and then the next day they find a lot of water that's really clean or healthy for them. And then it seems like you did something good, and then something good happened to you. There's got to be some sort of a force making it happen. So it's all based on ignorance. I don't know, but it seems to be that when I do good or I do bad, bad or good happens in return. So lots of coincidences, lots of fear, and just all of the unknowns and ignorances that there are of life.
Yeah, you see, I agree with you a lot, because I know a lot of people, they grow up, 40 years. They don't go to church. They don't do this. They don't do that. They get cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, they're, I have to pray to the Virgin Mary, or I have to do this and that. And then once that person, dies, they're like, you know what, I have to do the same thing too, because if I get cancer, I want to go to heaven. And then they start, it's a fear monger thing.
It is very much so. And I don't I don't have anything against that. For instance, my mother is still Christian. And if she were to be on her deathbed and she asked me, for instance, I need you to give your life to Jesus, I can't die knowing you're going to go to hell, I would lie to her and I would say I'm going to give my life to God. I would lie to her just because it'll ease her fear. There's nothing necessarily wrong with easing the fear, but many of us, especially in today's society, as we're growing smarter and smarter and getting more information on things and able to demonstrate and test things to be true or false, truth matters more than our feelings and fears.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with you. And just like one thing for like everyone that's here, like all these Christians, and respect to your religion. It's dope that you believe in something or not, but question what you believe in. It's not a sin to question what's in your Bible. It's not a question. It's not bad to question what's in your because at the end of the day, I just feel like there's a lot of nuances and just a lot of fear mongering throughout what's happening right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, brother, you gave yourself a good night.
You too, man. Thank you.
That was a good one as well. Let's get Mephi in here now. By the way, if you guys aren't tapping that like button, you better be doing it, and hit follow if you haven't already. How's it going, Mephi?
Good, yourself?
Doing all right, brother. You're over the age of 18?
Yes, I am.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
Oh, I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus.
Cool. What you got for me? Why should I?
Okay, so I've been trying to get at it through this one point. I'll try to make it as simple as possible for about a year, and usually I get the same answers, so just want to try it with you. So I'm only bringing it up as a philosophical, which is the book of Ecclesiastes, where Solomon, after he tried out everything and he expounded on everything, and through his life he came to a conclusion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what I propose to people that on your position is the following: is okay, through my observations and my experiences, I arrived to a conclusion that there is a God.
Mm-hmm.
And then the person that says there isn't a God says, well, I arrived to the conclusion that there isn't a God because of my observations, and I can't see him, touch him, taste him.
Well, I have
whatever
answers.
It is.
Your God cannot
that's the
exist
thing.
because in order to have causal relation with space-time, you have to be in time. Your God transcends time, therefore could not have causal relation to have made anything. And then the only argument you have against that is a special pleading fallacy, which is going to be, well, God made the laws, he can do whatever the fuck he wants with them. Well, that requires demonstration because it's a empirical claim about physics.
Okay, so the lack of a demonstration leads you to believe or come to the conclusion
No, the
that there is no God.
impossibility of it being true based on all observations of physics and logic that we have. It's literally impossible. If you would like to prove something impossible, yeah, you bet your ass you need to demonstrate it. If I told you I could fly right now like Superman, it's impossible. You would require me to prove it to you before you believe it, right? It's called the burden of proof. If you make a positive claim, dependent on how wild and miraculous it is, it's going to require some sort of evidence or burden of proof.
Okay, so so what you just stated kind of leads me to posit, like I said, it's just a posit of the following. So there is an impossibility that needs to be demonstrated, and according to you, it hasn't been demonstrated. Okay.
Yeah, it
I
hasn't
understand.
been demonstrated. It's impossible.
Okay, we term the term impossible. All right.
How is it
So what I
possible
posit,
that something could have causal relation without time? Cause and effect are two places in time. You can't have cause and
well,
effect places in time if time doesn't exist or isn't there.
okay, so that's why I wanted to go. Well, that's my argument, or my kind of way of having this conversation goes through the philosophical part, because you're bringing in something that is not possible. However, in daily life, whether in your individual life or on a macro level, there are things that occur that still to this day do not have an explanation, and
Yes,
they
lack of
occur, but yet
explanation,
we
but
believe
still
in.
works along with physics and logic is perfectly fine. But you keep on bringing up philosophy as if it's a scapegoat. No, even philosophy has epistemology, which is the study of knowledge. How do you know what is true is true? So you still have to demonstrate things in philosophy. You can have a metaphysical concept like a unicorn, i.e. God, and you could say, could this unicorn have fur? Could it have hair? If it existed in our world, could it do this, this, or this? That is a valid metaphysical concept of this thing called a unicorn God. Okay, if you say this unicorn exists in my backyard, you need to demonstrate it. It's no longer metaphysical, it's empirical, and you need to prove it. You have a metaphysical God. Could this God be all powerful? Could it be a triomny? Could it be this? Could it be that? Those are metaphysical thought concepts. When you say this God created the universe, it's no longer metaphysics, it's empirical. You have to prove it. You don't get
Okay,
to use
so
philosophy
if
as a scapegoat.
okay, so if something occurred that the outcome is tangible and it's demonstrated, however, you can't explain the processes of which it arrived. Did that thing happen?
We know where the universe came from, a hot dense state that
No,
expanded
I'm not talking about
13.8
the
billion
universe. I'm
years
talking
ago.
about it. I'm talking about a singular event, anything that happens, whether in life on a just by minute basis.
Give me something.
I don't know. Though, okay, well, the easiest one it is obviously elementary, but the easiest one that I go through and try to, posit it is the following: is Celsius measures heat. However, people feel cold, but you can't measure cold. So where do the processes come from for feeling cold?
You can't measure cold? Yeah, you can. It's degrees in temperature with the sun.
Degrees of temperature with the sun of heat.
The sun causes heat down here, right?
Absence of heat makes somebody cold. However,
Yeah,
in the same
there's your
temperature,
answer.
somebody can feel
Yeah,
hot.
different people have
one
different sensitivities with nerve endings and also fat on their body. Different people have different levels of comfort due to their bodily autonomy. Anatomy,
exactly,
not autonomy.
Which comes from experience.
It's just
So
fucking
who's
biology,
right?
dude.
Well, who's right though?
Both of them. They're both feeling
of them
something.
can't be.
Yes, they
So
both
both
can
of them
be right.
can't-
The temperature is 70 degrees. Somebody can be hot or cold in accordance with their own anatomy in that same 70 degrees. We're not having a contradiction there. There's no contradiction. For it to be
There's no
wrong, it would have
contradiction.
to be contradictory.
Okay, so so basically just to steel man your position, there's no contradiction in something being two things at the same time. So
It is
someone can be hot or cold
to one person with different bodily anatomy versus another person with different bodily anatomy. I'm saying bodily anatomy because it explains why it feels different. There is no contradiction in what the temperature actually is. It may feel slightly different to somebody else with a coat on. That does not mean that it is contradicting someone without a coat on. There are different reasonings and as to why it feels different. You can have a heater on someone in 70 degrees and they feel hotter. Yeah, no shit. There's an external reason. Same for the anatomy. There's an external reason regardless of the actual temperature and as to why they feel what they feel. The temperature is not being contradicted. Their feelings based on the temperature and their anatomy, and maybe they have a coat on or whatever it may be, is changing the scenario. There's no contradiction there.
Okay, so the contradiction and the external forces, like you stated, heater and the environment, those are demonstrable. But you brought in something that it always comes back to what I posit and I ask somebody is you brought in the word when you stated right now is feelings, which is something of an externality
And I explained
that is
nerve
not
endings,
scientific.
Yes,
But
they are
feelings,
scientific. Feelings are chemical reactions in the brain. The nerve endings allow you to feel the space around you and things that touch you. When I say feelings, I'm not saying wishy woo woo magic. I'm talking about science because it is science.
So listen, listen. Always comes back to the same. All right, man. Take care. Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, P and not P is a contradiction, not two different perceptions. Yeah. Oh. All right, we're going to get Amos in here. It was kind of a good idea to go vertical, wasn't it, guys? How's it going, Amos?
Hey, pretty good, pretty good.
Awesome. I love to hear it. You're over the age of 18?
I am, yes.
Awesome. Am I pronouncing your name correctly, Amos?
You are. 100%,
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. Which God do you believe in, brother?
I believe in the Abrahamic God, Jesus.
This is Liam?
Who's Liam? Who is Liam? Is there someone else on the app besides you and I?
Interesting. Okay. All right. Anyways, what you got for me? Why should I believe in your God, brother?
I'm confused. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. All right. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I thought you were talking to someone else.
I read a chat. It's all good. That's my bad. Why should I believe in your God, brother?
Oh, I think there's a pretty simple claim here. I'm going to make a claim. I'm going to see what you think.
Sure.
So what do you think of the three that make up one human being, which is mind, body, and spirit?
I don't believe there's a spirit. And the mind is the brain, which is the body. So it's only one thing.
There we go. Okay. So if I was to give you an example, I would say that animals do not have a spirit. Human beings have a spirit.
Prove it.
It's easy to prove. You can look in the eyes of an animal. You can see that they don't know right from wrong
They have morals.
The way human beings do. No, they do not.
Yeah, they do. Rats, for instance, have been tested exponentially, and they show empathy, and they will share things like food when someone is struggling. When another rat is struggling, they will share their food with them. They will share. They have empathy. Also, other animals like
that's just preservation. That's not
fish,
empathy.
for
That's
instance, have
false.
consciousness on
Wait a
top
minute, stop
of
right there. Stand that
things
point.
like
That's preservation.
Let's say whales.
Not-
Yeah, all of what we do is preservation. So, like whales, for
No,
instance,
empathy and
compose
preservation
music.
are not the same thing.
It is, because if I'm not
No, it's
empathetic
not.
towards you and I allow everyone to die, I die. It's a social, selfish thing. I need you to live so that I can live. That is self-preservation. The definition of self-preservation. That's why we have empathy. I need other humans healthy and happy so that I can be healthy and happy. Because if all people become unhealthy and unhappy, I become the same, and or I die off because they die off. We're social creatures in society. We need each other to survive. Yes, it is self-preservation. Next claim.
So when two pit bulls fight over a bone and one kills the other one, are you saying that that's self-preservation?
So when two human beings are fighting over a bone and they kill the other one, it is still self-preservation, and that pit bull is still preserving itself. Yes.
You said it's self-preservation.
Yeah,
when
it
one
is still
rat-
preserving itself.
when one
Morals
rat
are also
cares for another
subjective.
rat.
Morals are also subjective, which means they are mind dependent and they change according to taste, feelings, and opinions. In that time, the subjective moral of that animal was, I feel like I need that bone more than him, or I want that bone. That's an opinion. It's a feeling, therefore subjective.
That's a reaction. It's a reaction.
Yeah, it is. You're correct.
Yeah, thank you. I am correct. And you're not correct. Yes. So it is a reaction.
Yeah, it's all evolution, brother. This is biology.
So animals live off of a reaction.
So do we.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
And some of those reactions are morally based in goodness, and then there's morally based in atrocity, right? So then we get down to the conversation of objective morality. We
You
just
believe it's
jump
subjective.
around. What?
You believe morals are subjective, brother.
How do I believe that?
Yeah, subjective means mind dependent. Your morals depend on the mind of God. You believe in subjective morals.
Prove
if your
that
God,
prove that God has a mind.
You guys are the ones that claim it. God is an intelligent being, correct or false?
I've never claimed that God has a
Does
mind.
God have an intelligent thought process? Yes or no?
How would I know God's thought process? How would I know that?
Are you not a Christian?
I'm a Christian, yeah.
Okay, the Bible. It says that he makes morals. So they're dependent on his mind and his thoughts and his opinions, therefore subjective. You're just a bad faith interlocutor. We're going to move on to someone else. I don't like your gaslighting. Gaslighting pisses me off. What you got, man?
Hello? Hold on, I think it's lagging a little bit. Is it? I don't know. I just want to make sure that it's like we're hearing each other at the same time. Okay. So, God is real because of testimony.
Okay.
That's evidence that I
can
believe.
fly like
with
Superman.
therapy.
Everyone in chat that has an eyewitness testimony to me flying, go on ahead and place it in chat.
But you believe that therapy works and that it's beneficial to people's depression, anxiety, things of that nature, because we listen to the people's testimony.
All right,
that
there's
have gone
my
to
eyewitness
therapy.
testimony of me flying. Does that make it true?
So do you believe that therapy is effective?
You want to know the difference between therapy and miraculous claims like flying and gods? Therapy has evidence for it. In psychology and neurology.
Do you have enough courage to
so let
just
me say
answer
this
the question
again.
I'm asking you?
I did just answer it. The difference between miraculous claims like flying and Superman versus therapy is grounded in evidence-based science like neurology.
What is the evidence of therapy?
I just explained it. Neurology, the psychology of people and how our brains work, why we think and why we do what we do. Whereas a claim like God walks on water is an unproven, non-evidence claim that is just hearsay from someone saying that this happened. Whereas therapy, we can look into, demonstrate, test, and scrutinize.
How do you test it? That's
oh
what
my
I'm
God. Dishonest interlocutors. That is redonkulous. How do you test it? Fucking therapy. Psychology, neurology. We can see why we feel things, why certain things make us feel certain ways, how we can change that. Our brains are plastic. They can develop new neural connections. We can change the way we think. That was pathetic. That was incredibly pathetic. Mott and Bailey fallacy. Never heard of that. Mott and Bailey fallacy. Let me look that up. Mott and Bailey fallacy is a rhetorical strategy when an arguer conflates a controversial claim with a more defensible one, retreating to the safer claim when challenged. Ah, facts! Thank you for saying that. Life is plastic. I'm a Barbie girl. I can't prove my gods are real, but religion is personal to me, and I don't feel I need to prove it. Cool, fuck off. Prove Santa isn't real. Well, a man named Saint Nick did exist. This guy is a joke he cannot debate. I know you are, but what am I? Make a big sweeping claim, then when it's challenged, you back off and get to something general. That's pretty much what he was doing. Was that last caller ancient churchianity? Santa based on real person, unlike God. Yeah, literally. Yeah, guys, keep tapping that like button. We got to get these likes up so we can get some more people in here, get it on the For You page, get some more requesters and debates going. If you haven't hit the follow button, go on ahead and hit that as well. If you share the stream, it also gets us in front of more people to debate. Let's go on ahead and do all those things. I'd love to get some honest interlocutors up. I love fallacy names with obscure medieval references. Yeah. Can you bring me pizza while you fly by my house? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is Domino's okay with you? Hi, someone call me. Whenever someone sees my name, they sing Barbie. That's awesome. He also kicked RC for no good reason. Oh, I had a good reason. He was a dumbass, same as you. Share the scream. Yeah, right? Ah! Love you, Ocean. Another thing caller was doing was using equivocation to create false claims that you were arguing contradictions. Yeah. Domino's, unsubscribed. Dude, I love Domino's. It's my favorite. Their seven cheese pizza is my absolute favorite. If somebody who wanted to change your mind, they'd have to care whether you go to hell or not. Valid. Love you, Paul. And we could thank Stephen Woodford for helping everybody understand what these different fallacies are. Debunked. Kind of remind me of Jacob Elordi. God, you are the second person to say this. I had someone on YouTube comment that as well. That's hilarious. Watch the people start leaving. This is awesome. You guys are such crybabies. RC and Amos. This is what you sound like. That's what you guys sound like. Watch this. Let's see what happens.
Let's just have a respectful conversation.
Nah.
No?
Demonstrate
Why not?
God.
What? But why can't you agree to be respectful?
Prove God.
Okay, if you are a respectful person, I will.
Prove God.
Are you 10? Did you get emotionally stuck?
Amos, prove God.
Can we continue from where we were at?
Amos, prove God.
Okay, the world was flooded by water at one
No, it
point,
wasn't.
and there's yes, there is. Yes,
There's
it
no
was.
sedimentary rock layer on top
There
of
is.
on top of the timeline of when the earth was supposedly flooded. In accordance with the Bible, China was farming and thriving. It's literally
Okay,
false.
so that's wrong. That's false.
Oh, you don't like facts? That's okay. Cry more in chat. Thanks for the engagement. That's false. Do I have anything to back my not accepting that? No. My only argument is nuh-uh. It's incorrect because of X, Y, and Z. Nuh-uh. No, but it's false because of X, Y, and Z. This is why. Nuh-uh. The Bible says so. No, but it's incorrect because of X, Y, Z. Nuh-uh. Thanks for crying in chat for engagement, Amos. I appreciate the engagement. Thank you for giving me more engagement. Yeah, why are you still here? Leave. Thank you, Jamito. How much water would need to fill the Earth in order to cover the peak of Mount Everest, and where did it go afterwards? Into space? Yeah, apparently. Not a damn idea. Why is the camera so close? We swapped it to vertical. Yeah, right. Wah. I can't see the other chat. Wah. You guys can see TikTok. Can you not see TikTok on YouTube? You should be able to. Let's get Isaac in here. Isaac, that's a good name. What is up, Isaac?
Yo, what's good?
You over the age of 18, brother?
Yeah.
Awesome. Which God do you believe in?
I kind of like my own Judaism, though.
Okay. Go on ahead and give me like a rundown.
Okay, like I think God is like an energy. But I don't let's go with Judaism. Let me explain my argument on why God is real. Okay? Do you know the laws of thermodynamics?
Yeah, and it debunks your God.
No, it actually doesn't.
Really?
Okay.
The first law of thermodynamics is what?
Energy cannot be created or destroyed.
Wonderful. Proof God made it.
Okay. So, if energy cannot be created or destroyed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That means the universe has always been around, and that if energy, okay, it'd be difficult to explain this, but okay, the second law of thermodynamics is that the world is constantly expanding, and that in this world where it's out constant, I learned about this in physics. I forgot the exact law. I could look it up right now, but it's that the world is constantly expanding. And in this world where it's constantly expanding, energy It's like all in a mess. That energy is spread out in a mess and not in order. And then because of that, that means like if the world, sorry, I'm explaining this shitty. If the
Brother,
world is
the second law of thermodynamics is entropy.
Yeah, which is how the world expands.
No, brother.
So what is entropy?
The
It's how
best way
like,
to
the world
describe
expands
it
in
is
disorder.
order and chaos.
Yeah, exactly. How the world expands in disorder.
It has nothing to do with the expansion of the universe, brother.
I mean, it does because if
Okay, let
entropy
me read the second law of thermodynamics to you then. The second law of thermodynamics states that in any spontaneous process, the total entropy of an isolated system always increases, and heat cannot spontaneously flow from a colder to a hotter body. What part of that says the universe expands?
No, that's not. I'm saying like entropy, right, is how everything expands in chaos. Is that not what it is? That's what the law is saying. That things are expanding in chaos and not in order.
Well, there's still order in chaos, brother. Chaos theory.
What's the chaos theory?
Chaos theory. There is still order in chaos. The universe is order. Like, its natural default state is that things have order. The physics and constants that keep things, that are the universe, keep things in order. There's always order.
Okay. Yeah, that is true. Like the limitations of the universe, there's order there.
So for you to say that thermodynamics proves God, you have to demonstrate how God created energy. And that would make you the greatest scientist of our millennia.
No, I'm saying, like, okay, well, let me explain what I was trying to say. If the world is constantly expanding in chaos, therefore the energy would constantly be dispersing. And if there's not enough energy, like if energy is moving outwards, like from the Big Bang, if the universe is constantly expanding and the energy is moving around in chaos, there's not going to be enough energy. Like there wouldn't be any energy for us. Therefore, I feel like
that was a claim.
Yeah, it's like a thesis.
How much energy is in the world?
I don't know.
Exactly. So why are you making a
it's
stupid
amount.
presupposition claim about there's a maximum amount that we're going to get to a point where there's not enough energy for us to exist? We do exist. The universe does exist. The universe does have energy. Energy cannot be created. Where is God? You said this was going to prove God.
Well, I'm trying to explain that if there's no energy left for us, then
Where?
therefore I'm saying the law of thermodynamics is contradictory.
The universe, what we're in, is all of the energy. The universe's expansion, there's not too much energy or not enough energy. That's a stupid thought. Like, the universe has all of the energy in it right now. Like, what? You're saying there's not enough energy for what?
Okay,
we're not going to run out of energy. It can't expand beyond its own possibility.
You know, in chemistry, listen, in chemistry, there's like
no,
a law.
Brother, I don't want to pivot.
Listen.
I want you to demonstrate God making energy.
The law of thermodynamics contradicts itself. The first
No, it doesn't.
says,
Otherwise, it wouldn't be a law.
Okay, let me explain.
No,
you're just cutting
you're
me
wrong,
off, bro.
Scientific theories and laws are not granted true if they contradict. If they contradict any other evidence, they are not.
To explain. Okay,
contradictions cannot be true. The law of conservation of energy is true. So you just made another stupid claim. Can you demonstrate how God created energy?
I'm saying, bro, you're just cutting me off. Like if I'm
because you keep saying stupid shit. You just said 2 + 2 = 1. Like that's stupid. I'm not gonna let you keep talking if you say something stupid. I want you to demonstrate that God created energy. You said thermodynamics proves God. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created. There goes your God, because your God created energy, and that's a contradiction to the theory of the first law of thermodynamics. So your God is false. We have evidence for the thermodynamics. And then entropy has nothing to do with your God. You have to demonstrate how God does that. Like, you have to now demonstrate your empirical scientific claims that God has anything to do with this science. Oh, he ran. Get some run a man in chat. I want to see some run a mans. That was, what the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. Oh, you said Jesus' name, therefore you believe he's real. Voldemort, 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 Voldemort. Has he calculated our Milky Way galaxy and Andromeda galaxies colliding with each other? No, he has not. I think that he did like a very quick ChatGPT search with confirmation bias to, like, he put in ChatGPT, I want to prove God used thermodynamics, and then got like the most horseshit vomit of his life from it, and then was just regurgitating it. I think I need to take a walk in the forest. That's valid. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I'm going to throw up the God song.
Baptizing the chemicals, crawling through the catacombs of every sermon that you weaponize. Now every halo that you hold above my head is just a noose made of the words that you memorize. You say I'm broken, say I'm blind, but you can't prove a God with a state of mind. You want my worship, want me on my knees, but you can't sell faith with a casualty. If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm tired of second-hand miracle with zero evidence. If your God is really there, then make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both cave. If he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead. You decorate your trauma with God and call it meant to be, but trauma isn't holy just because you survive the scene. You tell me every tragedy is part of some celestial plan, so every suffering child that dies is a message from God's hand. You say I'm lost because I'm asking where the compass is. You call it mystery whenever you can't answer it. Live my best alone, you put the dead exist, and for me it's it. If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm tired of second-hand miracles with zero evidence. If your God is really there, make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both.
Hell yeah.
If he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead. Dear God, if you're there, then why the secrecy? Why am I dissecting all this doctrine like it's therapy? You built a universe, but couldn't
We could use some more callers. If you believe in God, request up.
but then they weaponize the sentiment, painted over genocide and labeled it benevolent. You're omnipotent, omniscient, but you couldn't intervene. So
It's
every
free.
tragedy is just a plot twist in your perfect scheme. I'm not your villain just because I see the plot holes. I'm not the devil just because I don't applaud those. If you
I do not, but I could probably get it downloadable.
want devotion, give me evidence that you exist. Cause I'm done signing blank checks to an empty abyss. If faith is all you got, then why you so afraid of proof? If questions are the chase, then why am I the one that's loose? You say I'm playing God because I won't pretend to see, but if you're speaking for your God, what's the true heresy? If your God exists,
Love this song so much. I need to make some more. The Christians are scared of you. They are. They're terrified. They're petrified. Let's go ahead and pause that. If you're an atheist and want to say hi, go on ahead and request up as well. We can chat while we wait for some theists. Did I turn all the Christians to salt? Yes. I think going vertical was a good idea, though. Got up to 36K likes, consistently sitting at 60 plus viewers instead of 20 or 30. I think vertical is probably the way to go. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, there's a link pinned. If you click on that link, you can request into the queue to be able to talk as well. Aaron going ham with those shares. Awesome, Lit. I'm glad you're a crybaby. What's up, Serlo?
Yeah, hi.
You over the age of 18?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 70. I just have, I'm an unbeliever, and I just wanted to run something through you. A while ago, they were talking about morality, and I just been thinking about morality and morality and what do you call it? Loving and free will. So bear with me, I'm slow. This thing of happiness and freedom, right? Whatever goes against happiness and freedom will not be moral. So anything that goes against happiness and freedom will not be moral, except for the social well-being, social and nature well-being. So it could go against happiness and freedom if it's for social well-being or nature well-being. So everything else is moral. and also, what I mentioned love, it's the same thing. You give and receive love with happiness and freedom, but it's also constrained by the social well-being, which is societal well-being, right? So that means there's no free will. You don't have to bring in objective or subjective. Just right there, free will's gone. You don't have free will. Because in order to have free will, you would have to live in the space where you have nothing or nobody and alone. Or is that a good thinking? I don't know.
I don't know if I believe in free will or not, personally.
Well, I don't believe in free will. That's what I'm saying. This defeats free will. It defeats it because it goes. You're restrained with social well-being in all three cases.
Yeah, I would also say the only problem with that is your
it's a good test. It's a good test.
You were arguing, assuming that something constituted as good, but morals are subjective. So for you to constitute something as good is subjective to you and not necessarily true, whereas free will may or may not be an objective truth. So it doesn't work.
Well, it was Kant that said, I believe it was Kant, that said that whatever goes against happiness and freedom is immoral.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with it.
It could be tested.
Yeah, but again, this is a subjective argument, and free will may
Right,
be
right.
objective.
It may be objective. Oh,
So it wouldn't have anything to do with your opinions or feelings or subjectivity.
but if it goes against, if you have the free will, but it's constrained by the society because of regulations or laws or things, then it's subjective.
Subjective means mind dependent. Okay.
Right. But if it's
Free will
constrained by
may
the
be
society,
objective, so it wouldn't be morally right or wrong.
yeah, but free will is without constraint, but anywhere you go, you have constraint. And you also have
Well, that's a contradiction in and of itself.
Really?
Yeah. You just said it's without constraint, but everywhere you go, it is constraint. P cannot be.
No. Free will means that you don't have any constraints. So
right. We don't know if free will is real or not.
Right. Oh, you mean it's not real?
I don't know.
It doesn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I might disagree with Kant on that. Maybe I don't know.
Oh well. Okay. So I was just that's my thought.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know how I feel about free will is the problem. So I can't go super far in depth on that topic.
Yeah, I threw free will in there, but it's basically morality what we're working with, and I also threw in love. Where you give happiness and freedom, and you receive happiness and freedom. That's love. Everything else, you could. I don't know.
No idea, brother. I appreciate you requesting up and saying hi, though.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, you have yourself a good day. Interesting. What is up with Orion? Just spamming. Glad I got your attention. Yeah, stupid comments always get my attention to some degree. I'm gonna go let Odin outside. Let's get that song back up for shits and giggles.
Baptizing the chemicals, crawling through the catacombs of every sermon that you weaponize. Now every halo that you hold above my head is just a noose made of the words that you memorize. You say I'm broken, say I'm blind, but you can't prove a God with a state of mind. You want my worship, want me on my knees, but you can't sell faith with a casualty. If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky. Show me it's the truth. I'm tired of second-hand miracle with zero evidence. If your God is really there, then make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both cave. If he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry. The chat box is going to be small so that it can fit on TikTok. I could always make it bigger for YouTube to see because TikTok already sees it. Here, we'll do this because it's for YouTube anyways. Okay, how's that? It's no longer on TikTok, but it is on YouTube. Is that better? How's that? I think that's fair. Coolio. Perfect. All right, cool. Sweet, we'll keep it that way then. You like having it on TikTok? So the problem that I was seeing with it being on TikTok as well is it was too small for YouTube, because YouTube is also horizontal. You like vertical much better? It seems to be a good way to go. Who said YouTube chat is better? We eat our own last night. Hell yeah, Truquency. Glad you did. Yeah, vertical is it being up. Holy close up. I know. What's up, Carrie?
Yo, so every time I join, you go ahead and strawman me and kick me from your live. So it's gonna be the reason for that. Stun lock.
Slow boy. Low tier, rhetorical back shots.
So it's gonna be the reason why KB.
Deconstructed. I grew up as a Christian. PK. Hell yeah, Jay. When did you stop believing? 3 years ago. Struggling to find callers. I just hop back in. Yeah, TikTok got a little bit slower. We ran through all the stupid arguments. Once we get through all the trolls, it usually tends to slow down. We get a few in between the trolls. We'll get a few honest interlocutors, and then it dies off. In atheism, that is a horrible way to say that. Atheist just means lacking a belief. 3 years since I stopped believing, yeah. Do you have evidence that there is no evidence for God? Well, what's north of the North Pole, bro? So why does God not exist? Well, the Abrahamic God cannot exist and have created anything, because for him to be transcending of time and have causal relations is a contradiction to the law of causality. It doesn't work. It's untrue. It's impossible. You cannot have cause and effect relations with anything if you don't have time for the causal relation to exist. That was purposeful. Gotcha.
Hey, Cody.
Hey, what you got?
Guys, we're at 39,000 likes. If we can get that up to 50K, I would appreciate it.
That would
And
be
he
awesome.
did have 101 people in the live. We are now down to 46. Share. It takes 5 seconds to share 10 people. If we all did that, the numbers would go way up. Okay, bye.
Bye, thank you. Team Jesus, let's get you in here. What is up?
Not a whole heck of a lot.
It is very hard to hear you. Do you have, and there's a massive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is it loud?
We can't hear you. I'm gonna guess you're driving. Come back when you're done driving.
Okay. Well, I'm a passenger, but if it's loud, then that's
Yeah, I can't hear you
Alright.
very well at all. I appreciate you trying though. We'll hear you next time, okay?
All right. Cool. Thanks.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
There we are.
What's up, bro?
You're over the age of 18?
Yep.
Which God do you
Yes,
believe
sir. Which what?
in? Which God do you believe in?
I don't really think that matters.
It does.
But
It's my panel, and I'm not going to talk to you about the Christian God if you're a Muslim, and I'm not going to talk to you about Judaism if you're a Catholic. So which God do you believe in?
I believe they all have some type of existence. Not necessarily all of them are exactly what people say, but there's definitely higher
Well, the
powers.
characteristics of all the different gods contradict each other, making them untrue. So I would like for you to tell me which God you believe in.
All right, so let's work with Christian God, God Most High.
Is that the one you believe in?
I mean, I just told you I believe in all of them, but some are, you know,
Well,
you
the
got the
Christian
one.
God contradicts the Muslim God, so it can't be true. Contradictions are untrue, right? A bachelor is not married.
Well, I mean that
so
can
this
be
is called
false.
logic. I know you've never studied it, but so why do you believe in the Christian God?
Well, I think you know, you got big G's and little G's, and what the Christian God is saying is that little G's aren't a God. So it's just
Why
a
should I believe in the Christian
manifestation
God?
of super. Why should you? Is
Yeah,
that
God
what you
isn't
said?
real. Changed my mind.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to ask you, why do you want people to change your mind?
It's fun to debate philosophy and religion. So do you believe in God and want to change my mind, or are you just here to waste time?
Well, I'm saying, like,
He's here to waste time. Sorry, I don't like stupid. Damn, the upper decky today, Cody. A little bit more obvious with the camera being so much closer, isn't it? Is there evidence for G-spots? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Jay kind of hit it on the head. You believe it's true? I would love for you to convince me of its truth. Top fucking tier. Hell yeah, 6. Glad you like the mods. All hail the mods. Well, it's slowed down enough. Oh, there's Caleb. We'll get you in here, man. What's up, Caleb?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Doing all right, brother. Are you over the age of 18?
Sorry, let me turn my volume up. What did you say?
Yeah, are you over the age of 18?
Yeah.
Awesome. Which
Yes,
God
sir.
do you believe in?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, why should I?
Really, man, I'm not here to try and like make myself feel smarter or like.
Well, the
you know,
prompt is
prove
God
you
isn't
wrong.
real, change my mind. So if you don't want to change my mind, get down.
Well, I'm just trying to start off respectful, but I mean, if you want to come at me like that,
Well, you just avoided the entire prompt in its entirety.
you didn't even let me get 5 words out.
You said you're not here to change my mind.
I did not. When did I say I'm not here to change your mind? I said I'm not here to make myself look good or make myself feel smarter.
I don't really think that matters. It's just
Why
a
should I believe in the Christian
manifestation
God?
of super. Why should you? Is
Yeah,
that
God
what you
isn't
said?
real, change my mind.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to ask you, why do you want people to change your mind?
It's fun to debate philosophy and religion. So do you believe in God and want to change my mind, or are you just here to waste time?
Well, I'm saying like.
Oh, that was the last guy. Here, let's see. I might need to full screen this to be able to go to you.
What are you doing right now, bro?
You don't want to change my mind, get down. Awesome. Which
Yes,
God
sir.
do you believe in?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, why should I?
Really, man, I'm not here to try and like make myself feel smarter or like.
Well, the
you know,
prompt is
prove
God
you
isn't
wrong.
real, change my mind. So if you don't want to change my mind,
you were
get
wrong,
down.
buddy. You were wrong. You were wrong. Notice the part where you were wrong. I'm trying to start off respectful, but I mean, if you want to come at me like that.
Well, you just avoided the entire prompt in its entirety.
You didn't even let me get 5 words out.
You said you're not here to change my mind. Oh, did he really
I
not
did
say
not.
it?
You didn't even. I really didn't say that, bro.
Well, you just avoided the prompt is God
you
isn't.
wrong, man.
Okay, why should I?
Like, bro. Really, man, I'm not here to try and like make myself feel smarter.
You're
or,
wrong,
like,
bro.
well,
Dude, I'm in the middle of listening. I can admit I'm wrong.
Really, man, I'm not here to try and like.
So then
make
let's keep
myself feel
talking.
Shut the
Stop
fuck
watching
up
the
and let me listen to
video.
it. Jesus Christ, do I need to mute you or drop you?
Stop watching the video and talk then.
Request back up after I listen to this.
Smarter or like.
Well, the
you know,
prompt is
prove
God
you
isn't
wrong.
real, change my mind. So if you don't want to change, he said right there, he's not here to prove me wrong. Let's do it again.
Myself feel smarter or like.
Well, the
you know,
prompt is
prove
God
you
isn't
wrw
real. You hear that part? He said prove you wrong.
Change my
He's not
mind.
here
So
to
if you don't
say
make
prove
myself
me
feel
wrong.
smarter or like.
Well, the
you know,
prompt is
prove
God
you
isn't
wrong.
real. You see that? He said he's not here to prove me wrong. So he's not here to change my mind. Wonderful. I'm glad we got the troll out of here. If you want to request back up and prove me wrong or change my mind, you can. I am here to argue. If you're going to try and gaslight me, I'm going to bring receipts. So, would you like to change my mind? What evidence do you have for God?
I would like to change your mind.
Wonderful. Thank you. When I tell you to be quiet, fucking
Yo,
let
shut
me.
up, bro. You're not my boss. You're not.
I am. I am your God. You're on my panel. What's up, nobody?
What's up?
You over the age of 18, brother?
I am.
All right. Which God do you believe in, man?
Why are you operating in bad faith? I mean, many people have tried to give you evidence, but yet you reject that evidence, so therefore you're operating in bad faith. And I'm just kind of curious
Define
why.
bad faith.
You know what bad faith is.
Define it.
Why can't you answer the question?
Me offering a defeater for someone's
Why
argument is
can't
not.
you answer the question?
Me offering a defeater for someone's argument is not bad
Why
faith.
can't you answer the question? Yes, it is.
See, this is
You're-
bad faith. You're operating in bad faith. Faith is bad, okay? What evidence? Yeah, exactly. No one's provided literally any evidence because there is no evidence for it. That's the fun part about what I do. There literally is no evidence. So I could just sit here and say that and then wait for you to try and provide it. Yeah, I'm pretty on par with mythicism. I'm still scared to call myself a mythicist, but basically consider myself a mythicist. I don't know why you interrupt me when I say 2 + 2 is 5, right? Mythicist is Paul and Jesus never existed. I do have evidence your God isn't real. The Abrahamic God cannot exist nor have created space-time because to exist outside of time or transcend time, you cannot have causal relation with anything. Cause and effect is 2 points in time. Any movement, action, motion, thought are time. So without time, you cannot have those. So it's impossible. And your only argument against that is special pleading that God made it and can do whatever he wants. Well, you have to demonstrate that to be true. If it's possible, you have to prove it. So then you'd have to prove God exists. Then you'd have to prove how it is correct that he can transcend time and have causal relation. It's the law of causality, Chef. Sorry that you don't understand. There's A and B theory of time, both of which still require causality. Faith is belief without evidence. There is no evidence for God. Thank you for agreeing, Breezy. Wonderful. Request up and provide your evidence. Do you rank simulation? Simulation theory has been proven false lately. Yeah, have a good one, Tree Kisser. Yeah, they did a simulation on how much energy it would take to be able to run the universe as a simulation, and not enough energy in the universe exists for that. On top of, there's no evidence to justify a belief that there's any higher dimension of people. Like, if I were to make a simulation in my computer, there'd be evidence for that. There's no evidence that we are in a simulation at all. Well, I do think it's about time for me to eat. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'm going to go ahead and eat. But this has been really fun, guys. This was a good stream today. Good stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow as well. Maybe later tonight. Stick in the Discord. Link in bio. I'll let you guys know on Discord if I'm going live or not later tonight. Appreciate you all being here. Love you all. And adios. YouTube, you guys are absolute fucking phenomenal. I love you guys to death. You're the best. You're the best of the best of the best, sir. All right, you guys have a good night.